Basically, the question you asked us, man, to discuss was about pillow talk and discussing gossip with your wife on the pillow talk. Apparently, he's saying that saying that him and his wife have discussion about pillow talk, and he's not really interested, but she wants to talk to him about things like, things that are basically gossip type things, yeah, and he's not interested in it, and he's asking the man what we think about pillow.
Can I go first, please?
They want to talk gist.
Can I go first?
Go on.
All right. Stavros is married to Madcat. You've heard her in a couple of episodes. Big up yourself, Madcat. Love you loads. My wife loves a gossip. Yeah, my wife hollers at my brother to gossip, and when my brother wants to gossip, he hollers at my sister as well, because everybody knows I'm not on the gossip.
But you're still chatting bullshit, and let me tell you why you're chatting bullshit.
Oh.
If any man in here mentions anything about banking now, the first one who wants to know what's going down in the DMs, yeah, Stavros boss. Do I tell a lie?
That's not gossip.
What do you mean? Don't let the man them say, I met one chick yesterday. Who, where, what, which one?
I'm talking about. If
what did she eat? What did she eat? What did you want?
Hold on. I'm just taking an interest in my boy's life.
Yeah.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents, and other small insects, welcome to episode 51 or season 2 of the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast. I am Stavros Boss. Welcome. Hope you're cool. And who else do we have in the room tonight?
What's up? Big Wahalla's in the room. What's good, people?
An annoyed Big Wahala, it seems.
You annoyed with?
No, he told me to leave him, so I'm leaving him.
I rest my case. Also, we have...
You gotta big up the man like Wahala. Lot of mercy. Gotta big up the man like Mr. Wolf. Lot of mercy. Man like Stavros. Lot of mercy. Webb's in South Africa. Simple Simon in the place. This is not a bargain or a deal. Lot of mercy.
Gaza. Also in the room we have...
Yeah, this is Mr. Wolf in the building, and I am so happy to be here today.
Wow.
I don't know why. I'm just in a very
You were
good mood.
irreverent.
I'm in a very good mood, partly because Liverpool won, but I think there's other factors as well. But anyway, I've got a lot to say today, but let's start with the Yoruba proverb. Whether we tie a wrapper around the waist or tie the waist around the wrapper, to ensure the waist is not naked is what's crucial. That basically means a focus on goals rather than the methods.
I don't know about that.
Yes, I do.
It's not always about the destination. Sometimes it's about the journey.
That is true. But at the end of the day, you want to fulfill your goal. You don't want to spend the whole life going through the journey, do you?
Boy, the journey could be the goal.
The defining part of your life.
Yeah, that's the goal, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but then sometimes you might define a goal as a goal and the journey is actually the goal. If that makes any sense.
It could be.
I'm confused now. All I know is that I've got something that I want to get to, and I've got a target I want to hit.
You don't care how you get there, innit?
I do care sometimes how I get there, because I don't want to be, deceiving and disgusting on my way to get into that target.
Shout out Ghanaians.
But I want to get to the target. The Ghanaians are winning, mate, 2017.
Yeah, I was telling my missus, we were watching the mobiles.
UK anyway.
And we realised, hold on, Stormzy. Who's that? Scrap, Big
Michael
Shaq.
Dapper.
Yeah. Who else was on there? You had another one of these.
Manny Note.
Stormzy's too tall to be Ghanaian.
Nah, he's one of them guys, isn't it? Manny Note.
I'm joking. But.
Manny Note came in full attire, Ghanaian attire. And what was it? And then I started going through, okay, what was it? It was certain actors, and Idris won his award. He's half Ghanaian. And I was thinking,
he didn't claim Ghanaian on the TV the other day, though.
What did he claim?
He claimed that he said my parents are both from Sierra Leone.
What? Where?
I think his mom's from Ghana, but she was raised in Sierra Leone. So then he was just like, yeah, my parents are from Sierra Leone. I'm Sierra Leonean.
Yeah, I never known him to be Ghanaian.
He is,
but his
mom's Ghanaian.
He's got Ghanaian symbolism tattooed.
His mum is Ghanaian, but I think maybe she was raised in Sierra Leone. I don't know, because he said on the TV, And Ghanaians were uptight about it that, I'm from Sierra Leone, my parents are both from Sierra Leone.
Fair enough.
But anyways, long story short, we started listing through things. I said, Ghanaians is doing quite well this year. 2017 has been a very good year for Ghanaians.
In the entertainment business. I don't know about business in general, because obviously, Nigerians make money on the back.
But WizKid's bigger than all of them.
That's very true.
And who else?
He had a
Who
big
else
year
won
this
the mobile award?
Is it Davido?
Davido, yeah.
Yeah, but still,
Davido and WizKid.
that's some overseas Nigerians. I'm talking about UK Ghanaians who's doing their bits.
All right.
I mean, I know we've had Anthony Joshua and we have John Boyega that are doing their thing.
Okay, we've got bits as well. But
Nigerians will always be there and about. But
we're world champion and Star Wars people, so we're still the big dogs.
All right, let's clap. Let's give
Ghanaians their props, man. For all the insults and the slurs.
Let's know that all the money the Ghanaians made probably didn't add up to one fight that Joshua did. I'm just saying,
bro.
But I'm just saying, innit?
No, there was a bit on the award show where it's like 3 awards in a row or 3 people on the stage in a row were Ghanaian.
But they're the ones that turned up though.
And then the Ghanaian presented the award to the other Ghanaian. And I was like, that's nice, man.
It was Ghanaian Independence Day there. That's the only ones that turned up.
Ghanaian Independence and what's it? Cardi B.
She's half Ghanaian.
Who has my lyric of the year, by the way? We're coming up to the end of 2017.
I don't know.
This is the pre kind of Christmas-ish kind of episode. So happy Christmas is coming up soon. I think next week maybe we'll do a proper Christmas episode. It's meant to come out on Boxing Day. Well, not meant to, it will. So I think we'll do that. And then we'll do like an end of year one, the one after. But coming up to the end of the year, when you start collating your lists and whatnot, which we might do, we're discussing what we're going to do for end of year thing. And my best lyric of the year is from Cardi B. When she says, I got a bag and fix my teeth, hoping you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I love that because there's a real brutal honesty about it. For all of you that don't know, Cardi B had very bad teeth when she came into the game. And very recently, it's only in the last year, I think this year sometime,
Freddie
she sorted out her teeth.
Who else had bad teeth? That was the other
apparently Fabulous has got bad teeth and he sorted his teeth out as well.
No, the British girl that went overseas with Kanye West and them.
Estelle. Yeah, I think she did her teeth as well. I'm not listening to Stav anymore when it comes to this type of hip hop thing anyway.
Oh, what? Because of that kind of music?
Because we had this discussion a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, here we go.
Eminem was better than the legendary Black Thought. Yeah?
Stavros said Eminem. Well, this is after his BT thing, and it wasn't even on the podcast.
He was on the podcast, man. He was on the podcast.
Okay, anyway, carry on.
You said that Eminem was better than the legendary Black Thought.
Yes, I said that.
You said that.
Yep.
This week, Eminem released his new album, Revival.
Hold on. The Red Hot Revival.
Somebody shoot him dead again because the album is trash. Album is disgustingly crap, yeah? And then on the same week, I think maybe even the day before, the legendary Black Thought released a 10-minute freestyle that was better than most albums that came out this year. Period.
It was 9 minutes, really. But
well, I don't care what it was. Funk Flex's face showed you how disgusting that freestyle actually was.
Funk Flex's face is been... You know what, actually... We'll come back to it immediately. But there's been a couple of good Funk Flex freestyles recently. That what's the one the man and wife one?
Remy Ma
and her dude.
Papoose.
That was wicked. And then them two brothers.
The two brothers, yeah. I think the hood boys or something.
The hoodies.
Those young kids.
Yeah. Well, no, one of them's young and the other one's of an age. But that was very good. So those three freestyles on Funk Flex is like it's properly like that's New York. They're all. Well, no, sorry. They're not all New Yorkers, but it's like that's proper like rap coming back. I'm enjoying it. But anyway, go back to telling me that, you know, the legendary Black Thought from the legendary Roots crew.
I'm just saying that the freestyle was so disgusting that it's like to take... Puff said that it's the best freestyle that's ever happened. That was Puff's tweet. That's the best freestyle ever. Joe Budden, the hater they call him, the hater Joe Budden, said he's listened to it 30 times. All of the man them here have listened to it and they know that it's the most incredible thing they've ever heard in their life.
It was fantastic.
It is better than anything that Eminem has done in the past probably 20 years.
Damn.
Ever. Clearly not 20 years.
Never, but you know, that freestyle is better than most things I've ever heard.
Saying.
This Eminem album, I put it on, I listened to it, and you know when you listen to something so bad, you think, hold on, I have to remind myself, what's this? Because straight away I was thinking, I know what Wahala's going to say, because that freestyle, I heard the freestyle, I said, it's banging. And then I heard the album, I said, this album is whack. And Wahala's going to come at it. Well, he wrote a little something, and he wrote it in a group. Oh, yeah, Eminem is better than Black Thought, yeah? And he left it at that. It hasn't said nothing since. and I knew it was coming even before he sent it. And I had to go back and listen to Eminem's album. I listened to the Marshall Mathers LP, and I said, "Damn, I forgot how good this album is."
Marshall Mathers LP is the last good album that he made.
Good,
the last good album that he made.
Good. Man had RBX, and who's the other one he had on that
Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers on his album. Can you imagine? Like if he did that now, if he went and got proper. Anyways,
they're saying that it might be a second disc with proper MCs on there, but I don't know. But Black Thought started his freestyle saying, "I'm sorry for your loss. There's a body in the car, and it's probably one of yours." And then that's how he started the freestyle. And then at the end he said that he can identify me like I'm DNA. He destroyed the whole place.
Fingerprint, blood splatter.
Yes. And the man was sweating like plantation.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to take off his hat.
No, he doesn't take off his
brow.
hat. He's the legendary Black Thought. He doesn't take off his hat.
You know what? This is how deep it is. There's lyrics there. I was going through the YouTube link and reading some of the comments. And usually when people come up with some deep lyrics and I can read it and somebody, they write, "Oh my days, they said X, Y, Z." And I can read it and be like, yeah, that was wicked. And then they wrote another lyric and I say, yeah, that was wicked. And you often have these people like, I don't get it. And somebody wrote a lyric, I can't even remember what it was. And the other person, and somebody else said flames, and somebody else said wicked. And the third person said, I don't understand. And I almost had to log in to YouTube myself and say, neither do I, because I don't even get the lyric. And then people are like, this lyric says flames. And I didn't even understand what it was. It went over my head. And
do you remember the lyric?
No, unfortunately.
Bar for bar, he just
non-stop.
He told you about his mum. He told you about his family. He told you why he was the baddest. He said everything that needs to be said in an album in one freestyle.
It wasn't an album.
Huh? He said everything that needs to be said in the album in one freestyle.
Okay.
Me, I think big up man like Don't Get It Twisted, aka Echo. We were saying that's an EP in one freestyle, because that's what it is. Technically, if you break it down into a thingy, you could call like it's like 4 songs in one, 3 songs. Let's say 3 songs, 3-minute song in one freestyle, and he just bodied the whole place.
What I would say is that Black Thought is part of the Roots. For those of you who are not hip hop fans,
the legendary Roots.
A lot of you might know him from a late night show that he now is one of the what do they call it? The show, the host, the band, the show band. The Roots are now the show band of one of the. Which one is it?
The Jimmy Fallon show.
Jimmy Fallon. The late night show with Jimmy Fallon. They are the house band. That's it, the house band. And many people only know them through that. And yet they haven't. If they've released something, it's very underground now. They have, in fact, they have released something in the last few years, but it's underground. They're not popping on the mainstream like they used to. They used to border on the mainstream.
They got Grammys, so they don't need to do that anymore.
And they're making monies, yeah. So
what's my man's name again? The drummer.
Oh,
Questlove. Deep.
So,
and that's who my son looks at now, because he's doing a lot of drumming and
that's nice.
doing his thing.
Bro,
Black man with the afro.
Questlove is a G.
Yeah,
but the legendary. Listen, the Roots crew was the one that also brought in Jill Scott as well.
Yeah.
But Black Thought. The thing about Black Thought is that he's so good that people don't even want to rap with Black Thought. They don't want to have Black Thought as a feature. The man said he's pre-Kardashian Kanye. That's what he said. No long thing.
You know him versus Big Pun.
Yeah, super lyrical.
You see that lyric?
Was there a third person on that song?
No, it's just those two.
I need to go back and listen to
that
see
lyric.
What's the best.
Bad.
He told him pre-Kardashian Kanye,
and that Kanye was bad.
Exactly.
He said slim bigger version of Pharoah Monch, who's the only man I can say that will go toe to toe with Black Thought on a tune.
No, Pharoah Monch is better than Black Thought.
That's why I probably agree with that one.
Same way Eminem is, but
yeah. So not saying you cannot say that. You cannot say that. Eminem has had nothing to say about. The man's still talking about this. I don't know.
I was like, come on.
I don't care about your ex-wife.
How many times?
I don't care about your child.
How many times you got to talk about
this?
Do
you know who Eminem is like? He's probably like a world championship boxer who is no longer good, who is still fighting.
Nah.
Like Evander Holyfield.
Nah, Evander Holyfield still had a neck. This one here.
But you see Evander Holyfield now.
Nah, this one there, man, bro. What does that mean?
I don't get that,
bro. What does that mean?
got a neck in it, so it's hard to knock him down still. This guy here, yeah, trust me, I don't know if his baby mother, I think his baby mother is a secret witch.
It must be juju.
How can you be talking about the woman for 20 years? He's been in the game for almost 20 years, you know?
Is he still
talking about the same
He's still talking about his woman.
What's her name again?
I haven't listened to the album.
Kim Kardashian.
The Kims mess up some of the greatest in the game.
No, I'm telling you, man. I don't, bruv. He's talking about his daughters. I know that, imagine, I know, are you mad that all got children? I get it, I understand. I don't care about your daughter no more, bruv.
It's true,
Let your daughter live in it. Let your daughter live her
His
life.
daughter's big age as well.
Yeah, she must be 20, about like 20 or something now. Let your daughter live her life.
She is about that, you know.
Is
She
it?
is,
Yeah.
He's been in hip hop for almost 20 years and she's
she
been
was
born from
like-
before he was.
Yeah.
Let her live her life, man. You don't need to keep talking about the daughter. Everybody knows you got a daughter. I think you might have more than one, but yeah, he only talks about the one of them. Let her live her life. Let the woman that you was. I don't even know if you're still with Kim. I don't even know if Kim's still a crackhead or whatever. She used to be a crackhead. We don't know if she's redeemed.
You know what? You know when I say that if I had a child with that first girlfriend of mine, yeah, and my life would be messed up, I'd be scratching my head on the streets. That's what Eminem is.
Yeah.
Eminem had a child with that woman that I fortunately didn't have a child with. That's why he can't get over it.
I don't know if he does. Somebody said it on the Joe Budden podcast. I think it was Moore that said the man has no life. That's why he talks about those things from the past so much. Like he doesn't do anything now. And I think that's probably true. I don't know. I don't even know how Dr. Dre allowed that to come out of the lab.
Is it still on Aftermath?
Yeah, I think so. It's still aftermath. If anything, people need to do two things. They should have told him from a long time ago. Don't make beats anymore because your beats are shit and they're boring as hell. Yeah, no one wants to hear it. Yeah, and just rap about, like the songs that's decent are Framed, and Framed is one of them.
The one, hold on.
The one where it's called Offensive or whatever it is.
He's got a song with Fresher. Now Fresher's the one that did Wait a Minute, Wait a goddamn minute, which I love. I love that song, yeah. But the man is your generic new school rapper. And everyone's thinking, how? Eminem and Fresher. And that's the only rap feature you've got on your album. Fresher. Really? Fresher? Proper new school, not mumble rap, but close.
Mm.
And if Fresher wasn't on that song, it'd be worse.
Wow.
Fresher does only the chorus, but I was wanting Fresher to do a verse. That's how bad that Eminem album was. That the new school Fresher, not like Eminem, like the juggernauts of rap when Eminem went against Jay-Z and people said, oh, Eminem beat Jay-Z. Fresher. And I was like, please, Fresher, please have the third verse on this song. I don't know why he would give you the third verse because he's doing the chorus at the moment, but your chorus is actually better than the verse, and I want you to do the third verse.
Damn.
It's just terrible.
It's an indictment, man.
Have you heard it?
It's peak.
No, you need to hear it, man. It's that bad.
I stopped listening to Eminem a while ago.
I don't know if I want to.
No, it's that bad. It is literally, come on, it's that bad. And have you noticed Ed Sheeran's on everybody's album now?
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, I'm waiting to go read the Bible at church and say Ed Sheeran verse just pop up in there. Ed Sheeran is everywhere.
Ed Sheeran is the Griff of music right now.
Yeah.
He's a whore. He's just there
Whore
everywhere. He's even talking the tweet. He's another Ghanaian at the moment that's doing this thing, isn't he?
Yeah, he was there in Ghana as well. So, just to move slightly on from Eminem, but to stick with music, Ollie seems like Wahala and Stavros have listened to Eminem, but Mr. Wolf has listened to the N.E.R.D.
Oh yeah.
And what do you think of that?
Quality, top draw music. If you're a music lover, a big shout out to N.E.R.D's first album. For me personally, it's one of my favorite albums of all time because I wasn't expecting anything like that.
Which was
the way that it dropped?
Which one's the one that one that's got? Hello, tell me know when I go. I don't even know how the song goes.
What are you talking about?
I'll play the song in one
No.
second.
That's the one.
Goodbye, beloved girl. We know when the one like he's a soldier or something and he goes to war or something.
Nah.
All the girls waiting in the line for the bathroom. All the girls
Nah,
waiting
that's their
all the girls
second or their
waiting in-
third one. The first one is the one where they have Khalees as a feature on one of the songs.
Khalees is my original crush, you know.
Crush, yeah. And
one of the Beyonce's, all them
and they
battles.
had the one I can't even remember the tune now. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, N.E.R.D's first album for me is bad. I haven't listened to it in a while.
You lot have just flopped the game, man. Just
fully.
But their new album, trust me, it's one to listen to, man. Every single song for me is bad.
What's it a new album called?
It's the same name as their first one.
No one ever really does.
No one,
which apparently is N.E.R.D. I didn't even know that's what it was.
N.E.R.D. is nobody ever.
No one.
Really, no one ever really dies.
Yes.
And then this one is nobody ever really dies.
No, this one is No One Ever Really Dies. That's the name of this album.
The first album is called In Search Of. The first album is the one that's got lap dance on it. Oh baby,
Lap
you want
dance.
me?
That's
it. Oh baby, you want me?
Grimy.
And you can get this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting nothing from. Nobody was expecting nothing from there, didn't it?
Yeah, because people were expecting a hip hop album in that first album, and it certainly was not a hip hop album. Trust me. It was a bit of everything.
This is when you know this guy's old. Tell him to talk about the new album. He's spoken more about the first one than the new one. Let me
in the past.
Before we talk about the present, let's talk about the past.
You know why I remember those old albums? I wasn't taking my pills then. Everything was a little clearer. I'm taking my pills now, so I've been foggy on some stuff.
I take the red pill, bro.
I tweeted that if you made the 4 worst songs on this N.E.R.D album and turn it into a maxi EP or maxi single, it'd be better than the whole. It'd be twice as good as Eminem's whole album.
The only
and I
thing
was
about
wrong.
that album,
It'd be 3 or 4 times as good as Eminem's whole album.
the
and that's the
album's too
worst
short.
songs.
I stopped listening to Eminem. The last album I listened to of Eminem was
The Red Hot
Revival. I don't even know what it's called.
They all have similar names: Recovery, Revival,
Provider. That's the song I'm talking about.
I never got
I'm
into
a
that.
provider. Yeah.
I never got to that Recovery Provider. But
Neither did I.
That's N.E.R.D's Provider.
I think I stopped from Eminem show.
Listen,
something like that.
Eminem show was not even that good. The last good album that Eminem did was the Marshall Mathers LP. The first LP that he released, Sims Lady LP, was good because you didn't expect it. You never expired it. Yeah, so when
Yes,
it came out,
because he had the EP before.
no, but when you came out, you didn't expect it to be as mad as it was. It was mad.
No, I
this time now, in this time now, there is no way Eminem could get away with the stuff that he
Can you
did.
imagine?
He was killing. He was raping women. He's still raping women in this one though.
Slim Shady.
He was killing gays. He was doing all of this stuff. He was never,
I'm Ken Kenneth.
yeah, he could never get away with that no more.
Kenneth from
But
Connecticut.
this album is just terrible. Like, just give him some. Sometimes I just think that man just need to just spend the money and steal other people's beats and just freestyle over them because I think that would have been a better album for him to do than what he did now. He probably would have been better if he did a
No,
mixtape.
because he's trying to talk stories now.
No one hears
No
about
one-
your
no one
stories.
cares
rap-
about it.
just
You ain't
rap.
got no life, man.
That
Bar
album's
for
shit, man.
bar for
Let's
bar, you can
move on
kill
from
it. But anyways,
he might be trying to what do you call transition and progress rap into the next stage. In
no,
But what next stage?
how many
He's
albums-
going back again to his
been
old
doing
stage.
it, like you can split his career into 2 halves now. So the first 10 years was I am going to murder and murk everybody lyrically, and come up with concepts. He had concepts and ideas in his songs. So stuff like the one where he's killing his wife. Songs where he's jumping off this and that, whatever. Cool. And then the second half is I am miserable with my life and my wealth. You know,
drugs kicked in, boy.
yeah, I'm recovering from drugs instead of being on them. I no longer want to insult Britney Spears and Elton John. I want to be on a song with them.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about politics. He's talking about politics in this stuff, and I just want to talk
he
about
picked
how
an
depressed.
enemy.
I just want to talk about how
He
depressed I
picked
am.
Trump as an enemy because he's always got one enemy on his albums where he will go at them. But he was just so bad. I just think he needs to just
every
let
now
it go.
and then I play Rap God again. Just
Rap God's on the last album.
is it?
Yeah.
I just play Rap God every now and then.
I don't even like that song.
I don't think that song was that. The last good thing I loved about Eminem was the song that he did with Weezy.
Which one was that? On?
I'm a put up in the thing. I'm dropping on your
remember when he said,
fucking
yeah,
remember-
we did talk about the
And
podcast.
you know that me. You know, and the thing about it, when I said that, I just knew it was ready because I was the one that was screaming up and down the world that was the baddest verse for the way that he switched flows in the verse. I've never he switched the flow about 8 times in one verse.
Yeah, because that was my critique of Black Thought, which he didn't change up to this, even with this wicked freestyle. That he's only got one style. He's like Eric. He's like Eric Sermon. Eric Sermon is one of my favorite rappers, but nobody can tell me Eric Sermon has more than one style. But Eric Sermon's style rides over absolutely everything, whereas Black Thought's doesn't.
He can do a different style, but anyway, I've said this now. I said it on Twitter, and I'm saying it to you guys now. Right? It's too late for you people, but anybody who has a firstborn born after this, whatever this week is, the 14th of December, should, whenever they have that firstborn, they should take the child, they should hold it up to the sun, and they should play the Black Thought freestyle like the Rafiki from Lion King, and tell them this is what your life is supposed to be like. Because that freestyle, it made me feel better about my day. Seriously, that's how bad it was when man tweeted me.
It was
and
trending
said,
number 1 on Twitter.
Man tweeted me
#1.
and said, "Listen to this. This is the best thing. The man's not on this planet." And I was like, "What's this? What's this Black Thought? I know Black Thought is a G." And then I heard it, and I was just like, "This is just ridiculous." Like,
Goddamn 47.
and I love it when, like, there's twice I've seen these people do this. Yeah, I've seen it do it with Charlie Sloth when Kano was on there, another one of my favorites, and this one here when they have to tell you, this is one take. This is when you know that they don't care anymore. When they dissing all the other people that's there first. All you other mans that's coming and doing things in more than one take, you're trash. This man did it in one go. I don't care if it's pre-written or what. For him to remember
Of course
it,
it's pre-written.
for him to remember all of that.
For 9 minutes. But again, remember what I was saying to you last time I was on here about Lieutenant Stitchie and Papa San? That's the stuff that they used to do. Lyrics.
If that's
10 minutes.
If it's all pre-written, is it that good?
Can you remember 10 minutes worth of lyrics?
He
No,
can't even
but
remember
no,
the song that he liked, the album.
No.
Can I-
In all honesty, if it is
If
pre-written,
that's your craft. That's your craft. That's what you do. If
That's what I'm saying.
you're
That is what
you're a
you're
rapper, that's
supposed to
what
do.
he does. That's what
you're supposed to remember.
Gets paid for.
Just like an actor, you
Bruv.
will remember lines for a 2-hour film.
Go to the Sway freestyle and you'll see Method Man and him going back to back because they're both on the Deuce, the program that I say you guys should go and watch. Yeah, and
That's
Method,
one about the porn thing, isn't it?
yeah,
okay.
Method and they're both pimps in the program with Curl out here. Method Man is there with his phone, reading off his phone, not Black Fool. Black Fool's just there spitting out.
Yeah,
bars.
because Method Man don't care anymore.
Black Fool was just there spitting up. No, Method Man cared. He didn't want to look silly next to Black Fool. He made sure that his bars were up there. He did not want to look silly next to Black Fool. If you're going back to back with somebody like Black Fool,
Method Man is now an actor first and a rapper
you
second.
have to be up to a level.
Method Man is an actor first
How much do you think
and a
has he
rapper
been in for him
second.
to be considered an actor? He was in The Wire, yeah.
He was in
What
the
else?
wire. He's in this to Deuce at the moment. I don't know what else things he's on, to be honest.
But he's in critically acclaimed
How-
things. But
how high?
I think he puts acting before he puts rapping. That
I
is
don't
what I
think
feel. I think if he has an album to do, which he did, Wu-Tang, and then he's got a program to do, I think he puts more effort into learning these lines and to doing his acting. I think that as far as he's concerned, I'm a rapper. I've reached the pinnacle of rap. I don't need to practice or put any effort into that anymore. Acting, I still need to prove myself, and I want to be the best.
Where are we rating Wu-Tang in the? Where are we rating Method Man in the Wu-Tang? What number?
Ooh.
In the middle,
After who? Who's above Method?
RZA, Kappa.
RZA's better than Redman. I mean Method Man.
Well, Kappa's better than him.
Jizza.
This is better than them all when he's
Ghost,
ready.
Ghost is better than him. Ray's better than him.
I'll put Jizza, Ray, Ghost, Inspector.
Who just come out with an album?
Ooh, he's putting Inspector Deck in front of
Someone just come out with an album. I can't remember who. it
Wu-Tang
is.
themselves came out.
No. One of the Wu-Tang members.
I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about either.
A man's talking about the guy remembering his lyrics. It's
But
not
yeah,
all that.
man, I don't know. I just think Meth is a. I always say that he should never even be put in the same class as Redman, but that's just another kettle of fish.
Can I just say something that might throw you man's off a bit? All right, listen, world. I can't believe I'm about to expose
Master
this.
Killer just come out with an album.
Did he?
Yeah, in
Okay.
fact, yeah. I think.
I'm gonna have to listen to that guy.
Who's them two people you're talking about again?
Lieutenant Stitchie and Papa Dasan.
Now, my wife was on the podcast when you mentioned those things, and I was laughing. And what did I tell her?
That she should call you that.
Don't ever tell your wife to call you another person's name when you do something.
I don't know why you want your wife to call your next man's name.
Is that what she's calling you now?
I said, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to It's not right.
Anyway. Mr. Wolf has got a few things.
Yeah, get it off your chest.
I've got a few things.
And then I'll
to-
tell you my
to
KFC
talk
story.
About, yeah? A few things to talk about. First of all, this one's for Wahala, yeah? I'll mention it and then we'll talk about it later. I've finished Insecure,
Season 1 and 2.
both of them.
Okay, what you say?
Funny. Very good. And we'll talk about
Why is it for him? You watch it as well.
Yeah.
I think we've all seen it.
We've all seen it.
No, but he was the one. Watch it. We need to watch it for the podcast. We
Yeah,
need to
I
do
told
it
you.
for the
But
podcast.
the best stories that we could have
Enough
discussed.
stories,
But
enough
now all the
stories.
stories are gone missing.
No,
because
no,
it's
you can
off
still
season.
talk
It's
about
fresh
it.
on his head, man. You bring
Okay,
it
go
up.
on. Bring some of it.
Hold on.
Why
hold
were
on.
you for? Go on.
I'll tell you what else.
Apparently, there's a list of things he wants to talk about
Well,
today.
Go on,
just
go
about
on.
my week, innit? So this week was my kids' birthdays. Now, I won't tell you the exact date, but their birthdays are 2 days apart in December.
You're doing
And-
sex in March then, right?
Well, it's not my birthday in March. I'm not with.
Yeah, but you must have been doing sex in March for them to both be in December, right?
Yeah, March.
Hey boy.
But you know, it's all good for those that want December babies. Go ahead and do the thing in March, innit? If you don't, pull out. Pull out and come on the titties or come on the backside or whatever.
Put it out. You're backing out, reversing out.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to come.
That's what I'm saying. Because December is a very busy and expensive month for me. I'm pretty much used to it, but it's still expensive and busy. You get me? So very, very interesting week I've just had.
Happy birthday, children.
That's what I'm saying.
Chilling.
You know, and I had a cold this week. And the reason why I'm mentioning the fact that I had a cold, I was pissed off with the fact that I had a cold, more so because I was supposed to give blood. And that, for me, was such a big deal. I booked it with my boy, Big Easy, from the barbershop. And a good 3 or 4 weeks in advance. And if you have a cold, you can't give blood.
Is this for sickle cell?
Sickle cell, yeah.
Big up Kenny from what's the group that he's called? Sickle Can.
It was part of Sickle Can.
So Sickle Can,
You know?
they're the ones that's doing that. They were the one that were doing that drive in South London.
Yeah, he's part of the whole
Yeah,
team. as well.
he's been pushing it. He's a guy with. Every time they talk about sickle cell and Webbs is not here, I always think that it's a waste because obviously he can give us a lot more information than we probably can give ourselves. But yeah, Sickle Can is an organization that deals with people that have sickle cell, and obviously a lot of the black community are people that have sickle cell. White people have a different one. I forgot what it's called, but black people were the only ones that really get sickle cell, and they're obviously now going out of their way to try and publicize the difficulties for people that have sickle cell. The fact that some people are having crises and the ambulance are not coming to get them, like stuff like that. They can't move, and they're calling the ambulance, and they're saying, well, that's not enough for us to come and bring out an ambulance for us. Stuff like taking time off work, and people are like, well, why do you need to take time off work? Not knowing that those guys are sitting at home in pain, they can't even move. Stuff like that. So it's something that it's a very good thing for black people that they're highlighting these issues that people with sickle cell have. And yeah, you're right. They were doing a blood drive in South London. Unfortunately, I couldn't go because I'm at work. It was during the day somewhere.
Yeah,
which is a bit of an issue.
It happened to be on days that I had off work, which was good. And the thing about it is that not enough of us spend time thinking about it and actually actioning it, because we should all give blood, as far as I'm concerned. I've talked about it for a long time, and the whole idea was to make it happen this week. Unfortunately, I did get a cold. It is what it is. But in time, I will give blood. And there was a statistic that one of the boys said in the group. I'm going to try and quote it, but I think someone who has sickle cell, and please do tweet in if I'm incorrect, they need something like 16 litres of blood every quarter, something like that. And one individual can only give about a litre or a litre and a half every 3 or 4 months. So that tells you how much blood is needed from the black community. So people, if you're out there, if you know that you want to, just go ahead and do it. Book it, go online and do the thing.
Yes, well done. Is that the end of the things you wanted to get off your chest?
Keep going.
Last and not least, who remembers Mr. Wolf talking about the barbershop and
the
restaurant?
Yeah. Okay, we're coming back to the restaurant.
Christmas dinner.
Mr. I don't want to go to African restaurant because I don't eat African food, and
that's the
I know
thing.
there was all of that came from his mouth. Go on.
That's the thing, yeah. So a good 16 or 17 of us ended up going to 805.
Okay.
So yeah.
Was he there?
He was there. And he came and he ate, but he did not go in. He didn't even float on the surface. You get me? He had chips, bruv.
Oh my God.
Hold on. He went to a Nigerian. 805 is a Nigerian restaurant in South London. Yeah,
it's arguably one of the best in the country. At least in London.
It's one of the most well known. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the story, if you're just trying to catch up, Mr. Wolf and his barbershop love quartet. They were in a group saying that they're going to do their Christmas dinner, and one person in the WhatsApp group said if they're going, ideas were thrown out, and a couple of African restaurants were thrown out, and somebody said if we're going to an African restaurant, I ain't going. Yep. And that caused a bit of a little tiff in the group. Yeah, man. So now he's telling us that he's giving us the what's the new-ish.
Well, to be fair, the guy said that he will go. You get me?
But then he ate chips, bro.
Yeah, that's more of an insult than not going.
Possibly.
Yeah, because he chose to eat the white man's food.
He ate chips and some meat. So
what meat?
What meat?
It was like a steak, innit? It was
not suya.
Nah, it wasn't suya.
805 do a steak?
Yeah, bruv. Their menu is quite big now.
It's evolved, has it?
It has evolved. I mean, I didn't
with
think...
the gentrification.
I never thought that they would have chips there for starters.
Did they put pepper on it?
Yam chips?
Just chips.
Potatoes?
Potato chips.
Did you have potatoes? Because you know that Jews will eat chips as stew. Did they put stew with the chips?
Nah.
You're laughing. I've done that
You
before,
want ketchup? Mate. Okay, don't worry. I'll bring them.
But it was like a steak with in a suya type way.
Okay, so did he even touch any of the
suya
next
steak?
But what I will say,
I need to go for that.
but what I will say is that the other guys that were there, I've got to give them a round of applause.
No. Don't applaud people for eating Nigerian food.
Nah. Because it's not about applauding people for eating Nigerian food.
Exactly what you just did.
What are you applauding them for?
No. It's applauding people for coming out of their comfort zone. Yeah, but that's you, bruv.
Yeah,
this
that is me. I don't congratulate people for that.
Let him land. Let him finish.
Let me land and let me say my piece. My opinion is not going to be the same as yours, innit?
All right.
So I know that some of these guys were a little apprehensive at the idea of going to a Nigerian restaurant. They went ahead and they went, and not only did they eat the food, they went straight in the deep end. So one of the guys, or two of the guys specifically, had pounded yam and efo.
Yes.
Something that certain Nigerians ain't even going to eat.
Yes. Did they eat with their hands?
With their hands.
Yes.
Got it on video. And that's why I give them a round of applause.
Got on video, Jesus.
Yeah. I got it on video. I'll put it on Instagram.
Wait. I need to recount this. Hold on.
If they were white, would you be applauding them?
Probably. Same thing. Because
Stavros is not applauding.
Yeah, but that's
fine.
One. I know these people, innit? And some of them.
If you went to a Caribbean restaurant, you think they would applaud you for going?
Listen,
did they enjoy it?
It's different. The whole it's
different, yeah.
But look at the context behind it. We're talking about the story of some people who have never done it before. People who had no.
Listen, we're not talking about doing anal here. We're just talking about eating food from next country, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
From your brother's place.
Bruv,
I don't need to applaud you.
We've already spoke about the context, innit? These are people who have never done it before. However you want to put it.
And they didn't do it because of their own prejudices, yeah?
Yeah, and now they've broken those prejudices. That's what I'm saying.
I don't applaud you for breaking prejudices. You shouldn't have had them in the first place.
But that's fine.
That's like saying, okay, I've finally gone with a dark-skinned girl. I've only ever liked light-skinned girls in my life. Let me applaud that.
There's no prejudice, though.
It is prejudice.
How?
One of them said he's not going to eat an
but
African
I'm not
food
talking
at
about
all.
him. I'm not talking about
So why is
him.
everyone's not eating African food before?
No. It's not the fact that they didn't want to. It's just that they never have done.
Ever in life.
Why is it such a big deal?
You have to avoid
African
food, man.
If you've got African friends,
I don't think you have to avoid it.
So they've never been to any of their African friends' parties, houses, weddings, nothing.
I don't know, bruv. Some of them have never eaten Nigerian food.
Come on.
It's funny how you have this perspective now, but when we were talking about it then, you was like, well, if they don't want to eat it, don't eat it.
I'm not saying that. I'm still saying that now.
Even up
but
to
I'm
now,
not applauding them.
Yeah, even up to now,
for doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm applauding certain man for going right into the deep end, eating some Nigerian foods that some Nigerians won't even eat. You get me? Pepper stew.
Which Nigerian doesn't eat pounded yam?
All right, some people. Well,
there's some Nigerians that don't even eat the food.
Maybe they
don't.
Maybe not that they don't eat it, but that's why I asked if they ate it with their hands.
That's what I'm saying.
Some Nigerians that eat with knife and fork.
Some will use the fork. Some won't even touch the assorted meat. Some went into the assorted meat. They had the pepper stew.
Let's be honest. Assorted meat is a bit of a.
It's like Manish water, isn't it?
Pick and mix.
It's hit and miss, bro.
Nah, but assorted meat is alright. You don't eat meat. How can you talk about meat? You don't eat meat.
The fucking thing is called assorted
Yeah,
meat.
but
What does
you
that
don't
mean?
eat meat. You
What does
can't
that even mean?
How can you pass judgment on something you don't eat?
What does it mean? Let's be honest. What does it mean?
It means that there's different meats in the thing, innit? What do you mean?
Assorted meat. What does that mean?
Man is talking about things he's never ate in his life, you know.
When you go
to
to the sweet shop and they give you an assorted sweets, you don't know what you're getting, but you just know that it's sweet in it.
Listen, the only problem I've got is meat pies.
Assorted meat, bro.
When they tell you what's in the meat pies and they just say back meat. That's my only issue I have with apps. Assorted meat means that there's assortment of meat in it. Shaki.
Yeah, but
shaki.
How's assorted meat different from meat?
I'm explaining to you, innit? You have shaki. You have cow foot. You have
which one is F4?
Pomo.
That's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
Pomo. Yeah.
You have all of this stuff in there. What do you mean? It's just normal meat. You have cow. You have. It's mostly gonna be still beef.
Anyway,
it's just assorted versions of the different areas of the beef.
Let Mr. Wolf finish.
How's that different from just meat?
His
assorted,
bowing down to the Caribbeans.
Right. So anyway, however you want to put it, there's still some barriers there. Whether you like it or not, there are still some barriers between even Nigerians and Ghanaians, let alone Africans or Nigerians and Jamaicans and Caribbeans, in it. So there are some people who have never done it.
The Jamaicans and the Caribbeans.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
there are some people.
He made a mistake and then he corrected himself. Instead of just Jamaican, Caribbean.
Caribbeans, in it. There's some people who have never done it for whatever reason, and they, on the back of my suggestion, they took it on board, went there and ate.
Can I ask you a question? Was there anyone that didn't enjoy the food?
Only one. because the pepper soup that he had was extremely hot. There was 3 people who had pepper soup, and his one was very hot. But even then, I'm not even buying it, man. Man can't eat pepper, man.
Did he finish it?
He had the fish, but not the soup.
He had fish pepper soup.
He went to a Nigerian restaurant and said,
He had fish pepper soup.
Where's he from?
He's from Jamaica.
The Jamaican went to the Nigerian restaurant and said, this food is too hot.
That's what he said, bruv.
Goddamn.
Yeah, and I'll give it.
It's called
give
pepper
it
soup,
up
though.
to 805 as well, because I won't even lie. The food was wicked. That was, for me, it was the best experience I've ever had.
Whenever I go there, the food is always good. Actually, I'm
not
trying
the
to
biggest
remember.
fan
the time.
of Nigerian restaurants.
It was the best experience I've been to. Last time I was at 805 was about a year ago, and it was all right. Jollof rice was okay.
The jollof is always. Whenever you go to the jollof rice and eat in the restaurants,
fried rice was
always
good.
The jollof rice is always a
Everything
bit
was
tame.
nice.
It's like they don't want to put too much pepper in it because they don't know who they're catering for.
Yeah, of course.
I think that they've recently hired a new manager, a new team or whatever, and that probably made the difference.
Did they keep? How many of you went there? You said
16, innit?
16.
Did they keep
in
you waiting
total.
forever?
No,
Okay,
Because that's the thing. The service now. If
service was good.
This is the question.
Well, back in the day when I was
but we
going,
were bad. We bought 2 bottles of brandy
Oh,
and had another 2 bottles under the table.
let me ask you a question. Yeah,
Yeah, so
let me ask you a question because
Okay,
this would be the thing
this
that
is
amazed.
why black businesses go out of business.
This-
this
You
right.
wouldn't have done that into a white restaurant.
probably.
This would be the thing that would amaze
In fact, we would have.
the Caribbeans. Yeah, when they asked for everything on the menu, did they have it?
They had everything that they wanted.
Hey,
That's it, man. That's it. As a
They had
Caribbean, they should have been amazed.
They had everything that
You have to
that they
understand
wanted.
something, right? I know what you're saying. I know the stereotype. and
Here
the
we
rest
go.
of it.
Here we go. Simple Simon is about to defend the other half.
No, but you have to understand what's going on here.
Please
yeah?
explain to us.
The time that you go to the shop is what makes a difference.
Bro,
You
you can
go
go
to the
there
shop-
as soon as it's open. They'll take me to have it.
As soon as you
It's
open
not
it,
ready
tap
yet.
up. I see the tap is blow coming out of it.
it's not true.
Put it this way. We're
It's
recording.
not ready yet. It's
We're
not
recording
ready yet.
quite late. Yeah, and as on the way here, I passed a Caribbean shop and I wanted a patty, and because it's late, I just carried on going. I didn't even bother stopping.
We've had this discussion.
I said,
no
forget
patty
it.
after
Yeah.
6
I
p.m.
just said, forget it. That's how deep it is. I said.
And if the patty's there after 6 p.m, there's something wrong with that patty.
I slowed down. I was like, nah, there's no point. So I ended up going to KFC, and let me tell you about my KFC story. So I've gone in there, and there's one man that looks a bit off. He's standing there, no food, not ordering, facing the glass, yeah, on the ledge. So I'm thinking, okay, whatever. I've ordered my food, and then eventually he comes up. Excuse me, bruv. Can you? Man looks quite well dressed, gold tooth, gold ring, but still, I don't know. Could you sort me out some food or some money? I said, well, I'm not gonna give you any money. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you want something, order it now, innit? And we went backwards and forwards forever. He's like, oh, thank you, man, thank you. And I said, so order what you want. He's like, you order for me. I don't want to take the meat. I said, order what you want. Oh, you order, man. And then he was just give me chicken in it. Just give me chicken. And they're asking like, hey, what type of chicken you want? He's like, just give me. And he's going on and backwards and forwards. He's like, I don't want to take the meat. I said, bruv, order what you want. Yeah. Because how much is chicken? I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, how much are you gonna cost? Anyways, he ends up.
Bola.
I
I don't know why you don't just get him my free piece and go about your business. You're there.
I
I'm back
don't
in
know.
the
I
pool.
was thinking, boy, what are you going back and forth? with
Romance
that
in the
guy for?
stone.
I told him to order. I said,
saying.
I told him my time is more important than the money. So if you don't order it now, then I'm gone. So that's what. So it's,
Any lady in the tramp business.
Innit? He put a chip in their mouth together and kissed each other. Anyway, carry on.
so eventually he's ordered whatever he's ordered. Now there's one. This is in Hackney, by the way. There's one raggo woman behind the till. That's basically. And an Asian dude, they're both kind of like cussing him down in their own separate way. The Asian man is like, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is what he said. You're hanging around here all the time. You should be ashamed of yourself. Why don't you go and make some money? That's what he said. Yeah, he's telling the man is just ignoring him. And the woman is like, come on, man, you could be doing better. What is it? Are you staying in a hostel or something? He's like, yeah, kind of, and kind of not. He's like, come on, man, look at you. You got gold tooth. You're a good looking guy. If you just shaved, you're a good looking guy. You just shave and you look bad, man. You look kind of nice. That's what this woman was saying. You look kind of nice. Just shave and shape yourself up. So I said, okay.
She's giving him green light, boy.
So, exactly. She kept saying it.
She's
So
giving him green light for some extra chicken.
after about 2 or 3 minutes of her saying it, I was like, so you don't like beards? She's like, no, it's not that. It's just he needs to shape himself up. I said, so what if I shape myself up? She said, yeah, you'd be alright. I was like,
You look worse than the trap. You look worse than the trap.
can you imagine? She said the man that was begging me for chicken was better than me. if my ego wasn't on full charge, I would have walked out that place with my head.
You should have threw the chicken at the man and left. There's that chicken at the man. Like he's the one that did it.
The whole restaurant, everybody stopped for like 2 seconds when she did it, like, and the man looked at, and
I would have been finished. You're lucky I weren't there.
It just went silent for 2 seconds.
You are lucky I was not there. I was just, so you're telling me the tramp looks better than him?
Yeah,
I would have FaceTime your wife.
I
would have FaceTime your wife so she could see the tramp that is looking better than her old husband at home.
Because I've got a thick beard and this dude had a thick beard, and I said, so what, if I shake mine up? She was like, she stopped. And even the man behind her said, boy, that was a bit of a gap. That's what he said. The Asian man that was just cussing the other one, he said, boy, that was a bit of a gap, you know. I was like, wow,
hey,
that's peak.
So you didn't look as good as the vagrant.
You got.
Yeah,
Apparently
vagrant look
not.
better than you.
Yeah, apparently so.
My days.
Goddamn 47.
And
Your levels just went
And
sideways.
She's looking at him at chicken eating level as well. He's already got grease on his face and everything. And she's saying, yeah, I'd rather take gold teeth, man, than you, boy. What did he say?
Nothing.
He
said thank you. He said thank you for the food, bro. Thank you for the. I know there's better things you could be spending money on. That's what he kept saying. There's better things you could be spending money on.
So how did you feel about that situation? Did you feel like he was genuinely in need, or did you just not care, or like how did? Because to me, this scenario seems interesting. He's got a gold ring, got gold teeth. He looks.
I was trying to look at his shoes. I don't know if it's one of these fancy things. I didn't see a swoosh in it or 3 stripes, but it didn't look like just daggy trainers either. I didn't know what they were.
Because I'm wondering about this. Like I've seen.
He looked like one of your boys that has been thrown out by his missus and hasn't been home in a couple of days, but he's still left in a decent clothes.
Okay.
Kind of thing. So
okay.
he didn't look like he's been living on the street forever and ever.
How much is a gold
he
teeth?
didn't stink. I don't know.
Did I ever tell you the time that the man hit me in my car? So my man hit my car behind, yeah?
Yeah.
And we was both like, I can't really want to be doing the insurance thing. And he didn't really want to be on the insurance thing. I don't even know if he's got insurance. And this is what he said to me. But come on, can we just sort this out? You know, I can pay with it. Look at my teeth, bruv. He showed me the gold in his mouth with a diamond. Like, look at my teeth. I got money, bruv. So I thought to myself, all right, fair enough. We'll see anyway. In my head, I'm thinking there's times when I've done shit in my car that I've got away with. Maybe I should go away with. In life, you have to give sometimes people a bribe just to even up your own shit that you've done in the past. So anyway, 2-2s now. I'm calling the man. It took him like 3 months just to give me a couple hundred. I'm like, this man that's got the gold. Just give me the tea out your mouth then, innit? If that's taking so long.
That's how they talk, man. They talk that stuff.
I've had that before where I've been the hitter. You get me? And I've hit the car. I've gone straight to the cash point.
That's what I was going to say.
So if they're not going to the cash point, don't accept it.
I've done that as well.
The cash point wouldn't have been enough. You could only take out a certain amount of money.
Yeah,
Well, it would have been enough.
So you take out the maximum, and if you can't take that maximum out now, then forget about it. It's insurance. One time, because you got to have more than one card or more than one bank account. And if you got money and you got that gold teeth and you're talking about cash, show me the cash money.
It was literally just a scratch. So I just like I just think to myself, if it wasn't one of us, I would have said, give my damn money. But
I had a car accident once, and it was on the A10, Great Cambridge Road, and this guy, I must have been in the leftmost lane, because it's Monday to Friday for bus, so it was time for me to be able to drive on there after the hours and that. So I'm going up this lane, and this guy come from the middle lane into the leftmost lane without indicating, just came straight across me, hit front of the car. So I was like, nah, I'm not having this. Pulled over. Man comes to the car, bruv, I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry, you know what, you just hold this. Must have gave me like about a quarter of fucking skunk. And I was like, what am I going to do? Bruv, what am I going to do with this? Like,
He saw the dreads, man.
gave me a quarter of skunk. I was like, what am I going to do with this, bro?
Do you know what the value of that is?
What, a quarter of skunk at the time?
As a man that does and has never smoked,
man was talking like it's
never
stock exchange.
I've never bought a drug in my life. I don't know how much that costs.
Quarter of skunk. How much is a quarter? Quarter of what?
Quarter of skunk.
Or what though? What quarter of what?
What do you mean?
Ounce.
Quarter of an ounce, yeah. Must have
It's
been
about this big, innit?
About £50, something like that.
Yeah, it's
Roughly.
not much.
It's not a lot.
All right.
It's not enough. It was an insult. So like, that's what man was like. Yeah, man, bro, just hold that in there. I was like, bro, what am I gonna do with it though? Do you know what I mean? Like,
So you want me to go and do illegal activities to get money back from my car?
That's what I'm saying. After you just, bro, I'm sorry, man, and then you bust out. So there with a quarter.
Hold on, what did he do?
He took the money and he took the skunk.
Should I ask what you did with the skunk?
What?
Should I?
Goodbye, beloved girl.
You accepted.
He was gone, bruv. That was it. What can I do?
What, he ran off?
It was like he ran off, but it was.
There's no insurance there.
There's no insurance there, bro. Come
There's
on.
no insurance there.
I'm gonna stay there talking backwards and forwards to it.
And you really call the insurance and tell them that it's happened. It makes it worse for you. There's
Exactly.
no insurance. It makes it. That happened to me as well. Somebody hit me and we went for the insurance and then they just couldn't find the man. And I was like, so what's gonna happen with me? Well, we can't find him.
That's exactly the same thing that
So
happened with me.
what the fuck does that mean?
That's
So
what happened with one of the
the
last time with us. And the man gave me his details, and they called up their insurance and was like, well, it must have given you the wrong detail, but we're giving you his bloody license plate and everything. Well,
No, they was like the other insurance company are not getting back to us.
They said
The other insurance company is not getting back to them.
they said we sent him letters and he hasn't replied.
yeah, that's what we got.
So I said, so what? You're telling me that all I need to do for insurance is just not reply to letters, and then that's it. They're like, oh well, there's nothing else we can do. I said, what do you mean there's nothing else you can do? Like, oh yeah, we've sent the letters to him. There's nothing else. So I said, so you mean to say that all this time I've been paying this for this insurance, and all I need to do is don't pay for insurance, and if I hate somebody, give them details and don't answer any of the. Is that what you're telling me? Oh no, that's not the case, Mr. So what happens now? Oh, you have to pay for everything.
Well, with us, they fixed our car, but then they said
You have to claim it back off yours.
no. I don't know what happened. We got letters saying that the other person hasn't responded yet, but in the meantime, they had fixed the car. So I was thinking, I don't know, and we didn't pay any extra. So cool. So then the missus, we just now renewed the insurance, and the missus did it. I said, just do the thing and I'll pay. And they sent her a letter about a month later saying, oh, it's going to be extra £200 because you have claimed for something and you didn't say that you had claimed. And she's like, but we got no claims. I said, yeah, but you need to tell him that you put the claim on. And I was reading the thing and I said, hold on, this is our fault. I said, no.
Yeah, that's what
So
they do.
we called up again and I said, hold on, I don't mind the issue that we didn't write the claim in, but it wasn't our fault. What difference is that going to make? She's like, mind you, this is £200. Oh, I don't know how much difference it makes. Oh, it's going to be extra £20 instead of £200.
Yeah,
Yeah?
bruv.
So I said, hold on. So what about this thing? She's like, well, yeah. If you need to prove it, you need to get into contact with your old insurer because this is with the new insurer. Because they went to our old insurer and that's where our old insurer said it was our fault.
Yeah.
Our one, yeah. All right. So we got into contact with the old one, and then they said, okay, yeah, it's on the records. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll send you an email with proof. So why are you telling? Why is it out there in the ether that it's our fault?
Organized crime, bruv. Trust me.
It's out there in the ether that it's like whoever just tick somebody because this is the one that's paying and getting back to us.
Trust me.
Can we go back to Insecure now then? So what was it in Insecure that you've seen that you said to yourself, is this girl not useless?
Which one?
If you don't want any spoilers about Insecure, go away for a couple of minutes.
Issa's useless. Do you know how the problem with Insecure season 2? Because Issa was such a useless in season 1 and everybody was on the man's side, they made the man so useless in season 2 that you almost switched back over to Issa's side. Because this is what I remember. Black women is probably the number one supporters of this Insecure. Yeah, I'm assuming. Are you gonna assume that with me?
I would say that.
Okay, yeah.
So what they did to
I'm Team Lawrence, by the way.
What they did to Lawrence was they made him not just sleep with one white woman. They made him have a threesome with 2.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, in season 2.
This guy who seems to be dealing with not only that, but his other love interest is some like Asian Latino looking somebody anywhere away from. So he screwed the black woman that he was with that was good to him.
Yep.
Slept with 2 white women. Then was started to date some next looking whatever he was with her.
Asian looking.
And I said they properly took Lawrence out of the game.
You forgot about Tasha or whatever her name is.
He mentioned it. He just didn't mention her by name.
Yeah.
He said he screwed over the good woman. She was a good woman.
They took Lawrence out the game and said, Team Lawrence, you're not going to be Team Lawrence this season.
Yeah,
Team Lawrence is a motherfucker. That's what they did, man.
What did you think about the season finale and that angle of curvature?
Season 1.
That's season 1. You're still thinking about
it. That was a good plan.
Oh, what, when he banged the girl?
Yeah.
Flipping heck, bruv. Nah, he ruined her, boy. You get me? That's proper bedroom bully business, man.
Can I tell you what annoyed me?
Man said bedroom bully business.
The girl was nice as well. Like,
yes.
Tasha was down for. Look, Tasha should have been respected.
She's a good girl, man.
Even what's his name? What's the other guy's name?
Did you say Tasha should be respected and loved?
I love, man. Yes. Look, let me explain to you why she should have been respected and loved. Yeah, she checked for him when he had no money. Yeah,
encouraged him.
She encouraged him. She was looking after him. She fed him. Mr. Wolf is my team. She fed him not
she
just
took him
food,
to the family.
Not just food. She fed him vagina at every cost.
That's what I'm saying.
She made him feel whole as a man, and then he fucked up and left her. And I said, Team Lawrence is a fuckery. He was a fuckery because I was Team Tasha as well, man. And I was that guy's name, the dark skinned brother that was half Ghanaian, half Nigerian, half everything.
Yeah, what the guy that
The
was
studio guy.
Yeah. Look how the girls fucking him over as well.
Yeah,
Can I jump in now?
Jump in, brother.
Hold on a minute. There's hold your thought, bruv.
Everyone always has to, but
Sorry,
because
bro.
you're the elder, it's okay. Sorry, sir. I mean, sir. Yes, sir.
I
Okay, sir.
see nothing wrong when he busts in her face.
No, that's it. Well, now you spoiled it because that's what I was going to talk
For
about.
fuck's sake,
That's what
man.
you
Why
know-
does she get so upset about that?
Every woman that I saw on Twitter, every woman I saw, everyone was like, "What's wrong with this woman?"
That's what I'm saying. What's she getting all
You
upset
take it in
for?
the face.
That's what I'm saying. Do what is right, and to do what is right. And to be honest, he gave her a fair warning. You know,
He said,
right.
I'm busting.
I'm busting. And she did not move out the way. She carried on.
Do you know what I would have done if a chick did that to me? Unless I was really into the. In fact, no. I'm taking it back. You know what I was gonna say? I was just gonna kick her down the stairs, but unless I was really into her, and then I kind of lie. But I'm not gonna lie because no, I can't deal with a woman that would moan about something like that. Getting kicked.
He went in.
Like maybe you know me. I already like Issa. Issa's my people, yeah. But when she behaved like that in the program, yeah. I'm talking about outside of the program, like in real life. I questioned her as a human being. I said, is this something that you and your girls say something wrong with?
Yeah.
So in America, is this something that girls are saying there's something wrong with? Like, I don't understand.
So it's all right for them to get nyam out, but you can't let a man bust.
Eat my groceries, all this
That's what I'm
grocery
saying.
business. If the man is ready to bust nut, yeah, and he tells you he's ready to bust nut, yeah, all you do is avoid the camera phone because we don't want it in the group chat,
That's what I'm saying.
and you take one for the team, innit?
One time.
Oh, you just move out of the way. I don't even have a problem if she moves out of the way.
You do your Peter Schmeichel impression.
Yeah,
bro.
you don't even care if you move out of the way, but don't. When somebody's telling you,
You do a David Seaman.
Yeah, but when man's telling you he's going to bust nut and you're giving it your good stroke, that's your celebration. That's what I'm concerned.
You should be happy that you
Oh my
made the
God.
man come the way that you did with your
That's
fantastic
your
head game.
celebration.
Man said you should be happy.
Yeah, because you
That
have fulfilled.
annoyed me so.
She's got
much.
good head game, innit?
There was so much things in that program. Like, are we going to talk about the tall brother? That's banging.
Oh,
Yeah, he needs
the
to
Latino.
speak to Cardi B
How
about
come-
teeth.
How comes
He's
there's
not
only
Latino, he's
like
black.
there's only like 2 black brothers in?
He's
this
black. He's not Latino. The tall one.
Yeah,
that's-
he's
I think
Latino.
he's half,
isn't
you know.
And
'cause,
maybe he might be half, he might be
speaks
half.
in Spanish, innit?
But all I know is that he was digging her out, boy. And I'm like, this girl was just doing any move.
he? Listen,
Like, why is Molly always on any move? This one that's a virgin in real life, you know,
listen, proper.
doing any moves.
She's a hoe, bruv.
Oh, I don't know if I'm calling her a hoe.
Wow, she's just banging anything, bruv.
But she's not though. I wanted her to stay with the big man, with the big guy. I wanted the big guy to get some love. You know the virgin that was part of her workplace.
Did she ever bang him?
She did, but she didn't like the bang, and then that's why she went off him.
The one from Get Out.
Yeah.
Stavros is
Bare
gonna.
spoilers, bare spoilers.
Yeah, I told you spoilers. You got your warning. If you're still here, it's gonna be another couple of minutes. Go away, make a tea, and come back. Listen, I'm gonna go back to what I've been telling people for decades since I learned this. I studied the game, and I said every woman knows the man they should be with. Every single woman knows the man they should be with already. They choose not to be with that man. In fact, the man they should be with is the man they're crying on his shoulder, talking about the bad man that bust in your eye that you're not that you want to go back to. Every woman, single woman, knows the man she should be with already, and he wants to be with you. You
Most
don't
times,
want
most
him.
times, yeah.
Most times he wants to be with you, and you don't want him because he's too nice, he's too broke, he's not ambitious enough.
He's too something. He's always a too
He's
something.
yeah.
He's too something.
He's either not enough this or he's too much that.
Oh, it could just be because they don't fancy them. But same way.
Fancy him. What's wrong with
She
you?
fancies him, man. She
Humble
just-
yourself.
She just don't want to be with him.
Shut
for
up,
one
bitch.
reason
man.
or another.
Be humble.
Oh, he's too short.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn 47.
The too short one is ridiculous.
Or he's too fat and big. You get
Hey,
me?
are
So,
you-
Is
so
it
Like my
ridiculous?
name.
Okay, would you go out with somebody that's like a foot taller than you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
one
cool then.
time he didn't even.
I don't
hesitate.
even understand what the big deal is.
Because
what I'm
many
saying.
people,
I'm strong, I can
there's-
lift them.
There's enough men that don't want to go out with women that they're looking up to, and there's enough women
But
that
there's
don't
one
want to
in
go
the
out with a man they're looking down to.
Yeah, the women one is the women one. They will say,
I
no, but they
get it,
they're
I
not.
get
They,
it, I
they're
get
not saying it's not just men they're looking down to. There's still men they are looking up to,
No,
and they're still saying it's too
I'm
short.
I'm talking. Oh,
They'll tell you that. You say to them, they'll tell you 5'10" is too short. How tall are you? 5'4".
yeah. All right.
And I'll be like, what's the difference? No, you must be 6 foot.
Yeah, yeah,
But why
yeah,
must
yeah.
you be 6 foot? Because that's the number that you must be.
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
as much
That's mad.
as much
That
as
is mad.
as much as I'm like tossing out there that you know the man you should be with. End of the day, preference is preference.
Yeah, that's
So
your
if they-
preference.
if
But
they-
it's just
I
not. Don't come
get-
to tell
I
me
don't
that there's
get
no
the
good
preference.
men when you're telling me that you've met a good man but he's only 5'11". He's not 6 foot, so I'm not talking to him. Not even talking to him. Yet there's 3 to 1 in this world. You know?
They'll say that.
There's 3 to 1 in this world.
They'll say that in their 20s. In their 40s, they're not saying that.
That's why these tall men are making a mockery of them.
In their 40s, they say.
Yes,
in their 40s, man.
And the tall men are making a mockery, talking about, well, if you're gonna be I'll just do what I'm doing because there's gonna be about 4 women that only want 6
single
foot,
women in
single
women in their 40s are not being that picky. I'm not having it.
They are with their long neck men they're looking for. I don't know what's wrong with them. Listen,
can I make another note about Insecure, please? About what's the tall Hispanic guy and his wife?
Whatever they're called.
I don't know what they're name
Okay, there's one couple that's in the program. They're prominent in season 2, and they have an open relationship.
Do they really though?
Well,
do they really?
Exactly. So
we never
he
hear
claims, you don't hear from the woman. He claims that me and my wife have an open relationship. We are married, but we allow ourselves to sleep with other people. Similar to what apparently he's lying. So similar to apparently what's going on with Will Smith in it. And,
but has Will Smith ever come out and said
no? It's all rumors in it, but no one really
Rumors
knows.
done spreading.
So my thing is
Tell him
that
say his ganja
with this
planting.
woman, I can't remember her name, man. The girl
Molly.
So she's known this brother for years, isn't it?
Since she was young.
From when they were youths.
He's her brother. He's her brother's friend.
And she's willing to be a side piece.
I don't know what's going
What's
on.
going on there, man?
I don't understand. And she was complaining about the mum and the dad because the dad cheated. Listen, Molly's on a nonsense.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
one annoyed me, man.
Molly's on a
I'm sorry.
nonsense.
I'm sorry.
How dare you, mom? How dare you? Get out of my house, stupid girl.
I'm sorry. I will
Nonsense
not,
and
I will
ingredients.
Not, I will not have you speak foul of side pieces. Side pieces are a very important part of our ecosystem.
Yeah, big up
I
Meghan
agree.
Markle.
I agree.
Meghan Markle's side piece now. Why? You keep calling her
I
side
don't know. I just want to
I
say.
agree, but I just think
Integral part of our
is it a
communities.
good thing as a script
I'm
writer?
not co-signing side pieces.
Is it a good thing as a script writer, as a woman who wants to portray us in a good and positive light to put?
But
that
she's
out
not.
there?
She's just doing a story that is entertaining. That's
Yeah,
what she's
because
doing. She's not. She's
If
not out
she
there.
wasn't, she
to-
wouldn't be using the N-word as much.
Listen,
That's another thing.
Every
Listen.
5 minutes. That's my biggest problem
the
with
N-word
Insecure.
in the program, man.
Every
What's that
5 minutes, N-word.
N-word this, N-word that.
That's my biggest problem with
I don't
Insecure.
like that.
Anyway,
Side pieces for the win, man. Leave the side
No.
pieces
Okay,
alone.
no,
They're
quick,
important.
So these
another
hoes
thing
are
that we
loyal.
need to discuss because there's so much. This is what I'm saying. If you wish you just watch things this season, man.
Ask that to Stavros.
The
as
bang
well.
that he
To
gave
be
her,
honest, I prefer that we do it now that it's done.
the quick bang that he gave her on the settee.
That's a bad boy bang.
That's a disrespectful bang.
Nah, man.
He
those
gave her a
bangs are
quick
good bangs.
bang. He didn't even. Okay, again. In 2017, he didn't ask for consent. He just put his dick in the woman, banged her, did not even say a word to her, and then left the house.
No, they both kissed each
We've
other.
all done it before.
And they done their thing.
We've all done it before.
Who's all done it? I've never done that.
Bruv,
You
ain't
haven't
done
lived
nothing,
life.
man.
Man say you have not lived
I'm
life.
not going in there just bagging for 5 seconds.
You need
leaving the house.
You need the angry. I don't want to, but I'm going to, and I'm doing it, and
Nah,
I've done it, and
you
I'll
talk
do it,
still,
and
man.
I'm just thinking. No,
He banged her
you
and
need-
left the house.
They banged each other.
Yes,
And he did
yes,
that. I
I'm-
did it on Tasha again.
Yes, we're gonna rob the train. Yes.
Did it on Tasha
Yes.
again. Tasha, that was good woman that was giving. She was taking the good dick. She was doing everything she could, man.
Yeah.
And he was
you know what?
disrespecting her.
I feel that there's, and I remember there was a woman who I used to see at work, and no, it wasn't her,
No, it
and she said this in probably, I'm gonna say it verbatim. She said that a man could have everything that he wants from a woman: the good looks, the food, the this and the that, the good sex, the good head, everything, and he's still gonna fuck out on her. And that is a definition of what he done to Tasha.
Yeah,
because
man.
she done everything for him.
No, but
Practically, she was there for him, a good woman.
that cookout was ghetto though.
Yeah, but still, man, it was a cookout. It was
I
food
know,
was presented,
I know,
and he went to go to
I
these
know.
bougie place. Nah,
I
you
know.
go. She brought you to. If you didn't want to go, she asked him, "Do you want to come?"
And
he
she
said,
said, didn't it?
"I want to come." She asked him. He
He,
could have said.
remembers this
He
program
could have said
well.
no, because I was annoyed with certain
yeah,
things
yeah,
that they were
yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
She asked him, and he said, "Nah, I will come." Blah blah blah. And then he just stuck tight. He didn't even go back for her.
Yeah, let me.
That was a disrespect to her and her family.
For all
Team
you,
Tasha.
I was only joking about the
And,
ghetto.
and that was after he fucked out on her, you know.
I'm only joking about the ghetto thing, man. Shit. You know
for all
I
you
stay in the
people
hood.
that are aspiring writers, whether it's films, books, or whatever it is, TV programs, just look at this. You need people, protagonists, that are annoying and people don't like. Look at all your favorite programs.
You need to invest in the characters.
You
man.
need, yes, that is the case.
Investment,
but
man.
the point is, as Wahala is saying, he's annoyed by so many of these characters. They all annoyed him at one point or another. Yeah. Apart from the studio dude was only like
he was all right.
You can't
Derek,
say
or whatever. Is Derek his name was?
You can't really say
You know
nothing
who
bad
never
about
annoyed
him.
me?
Who?
There's two characters
And the bedroom.
who
The
never
joke.
annoyed the chubby brethren and
Chubby bedroom.
the
girl, the
chubby
girl.
one,
The same one you're talking
the
about.
cute looking one.
No, I'm talking about the dude bedroom, the one that he stayed in his house.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
joker.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
him.
He's
So
a joker.
so Ice's brethren, the chubby one, the cheeky one, and then the light skinned brother, Christopher Williams looking joker.
And you know that the other, the bougie brethren, the husband done fucked out on her as well. Like everybody's been cheating on everyone in Insecure. But
Nah, my favorite one is the guy from her apartment block.
oh, the one that smokes weed and she goes to go and bang. Like, I wasn't on Easter when she was doing them
He looks
whole
like a
moves,
special case person.
man. When she was doing them whole moves that she was calling them, I wasn't involved with that. Man. I'm like, come on, man. That's how he needs.
No, but you
like,
know what?
What you did?
I think women, and
Careful
who-
what you're saying.
I think women at
Careful what you're
times.
saying.
Whoa now. Hold on.
Otherwise, this
Whoa,
may
whoa,
be.
whoa.
wait a
Whoa,
minute.
Yeah.
Wait a goddamn minute.
Careful what you say.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
May be your last words as king.
Go on.
300. No, I think that there are times when women who maybe hold themselves in
Dun, dun.
a certain high esteem,
Dun, dun.
who do things who are morally correct, and I'll say this with men as well, and sometimes they just feel
Dun, dun.
that they've
Dun, dun.
had enough of being good.
But she was never good. That was the point. She was never good. She was
Why?
cheating out on
Because
the
she
man.
cheated on him.
She was never good, man. That one there was doing her bits from
Yeah,
Badela.
Did she
Yeah,
not?
but I
She only had
think-
6 months, isn't it?
I
What,
think,
with the man?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
there's
not-
She went into the studio to go and drink. She went to go and bang that man.
yeah, but there's a difference between
Broken
cheating.
pussy.
There's a difference between cheating and being a hoe.
No, I'm
So-
not.
so-
Whoa,
so-
whoa, whoa.
so-
Hang on.
So
Whoa.
she
No,
hold out.
she said she was doing her whole moves, innit? She said she wanted to be a hoe, yeah? But she was just doing anything, like. She was sleeping with one Latino man that she just met on, like, it was just too much. She was doing too much.
That's what hoes do.
No, but she was doing too much.
If
Like,
you're gonna do it, you gotta do it
Oh,
authentically.
there was the man that liked her, innit? And it's like, oh, get out of my house because you like me.
Because you liked me. Because you wanted
yeah.
to take me out.
He wouldn't bang.
That was the Latino
No,
man.
he wouldn't bang.
And you know, the Latino man was the most respectful man of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
like, I had to say that. I'm like, come on, man. Behave yourself. Come on, man.
Behave.
Because this is too much now. You're just making the brothers look like they're all savages.
Exactly.
And then all the rest of them man is all nice.
Well, she's making the women look a lot of waste as well.
It was a lot
white
of wasted
Latino
Insecure.
brother, as you say, he was the one that respected her the most, bruv.
Yeah.
And I think that he or she,
there you
I
are,
think she could have written it maybe slightly different to make some people look good, man.
No,
There was no one in that program that came out.
We
looking all
wouldn't
right.
be having this dialogue otherwise, which goes back to
I
my
do
point.
like the ghetto brother as well. You
Which
come
one?
in and fancy the chubby girl. You know, the one that lives on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
the one that lives in the house. The other one that lives in the house.
Yeah, and he's got his little daughter that
Yeah.
comes through as well.
The program is good, man. Now, Insecure is good. I'm looking forward to season 3.
You can come back now if you the spoiler season is
Yeah.
over.
I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to season 3. Team Lawrence still.
Yeah,
But
as-
I'm half Team Lawrence now. I'm half Team Tasha all day long, but I don't know about Lawrence again.
Yeah, but as the year comes to an end, this is when people start to look forward to season 3, 4, 5, or the new season of whatever shows. So, what show are you most looking forward to watching next?
Don't know.
I'm trying to get to the end of Walking Dead. I just want it to
Oh,
end.
this season, man, everybody must dead in Walking
I just
Dead.
want it to end.
I
now.
haven't seen Walking Dead.
We're on season 8.
I've never
haven't
seen it.
touched it.
Well, season 8. I just needed to end.
Yeah, it's just
So
the writing is sloppy now.
so it's longing out.
Now this season here is longing out. Last season was decent. This one is just sloppy. Like the
Okay.
writing has just become poor. I was saying I'm in a Facebook group about TV programs and movies and such, and I was
grief.
saying at the end of this year, all the writing, all of the programs has just got sloppy, man. Ray Donovan sloppy, Walking Dead sloppy.
I ain't touched
Scandal
Ray Donovan
sloppy.
either.
Only thing that was decent
those
was
three, I ain't
How to
watched
Get
any
Away
of
with
them.
Murder was decent, but there's other things that
How
are
much
just sloppy.
TV are you watching?
you
I don't
watch all this
watch
stuff,
TV
bruv?
at all.
So he watches these TV programs.
I watch
These
TV
TV
programs.
series.
That was my shows.
But for me,
My
I'm very
stories.
much there's 2 shows that I'm very much looking forward to, and it's the obvious ones for me. It's the big 2. It's Game of Thrones, the finale season, and then Power.
Game of Thrones, I'm a bit.
The Game of Thrones is the last season. It's actually going to be the last
It's
season.
gonna
I
be the
think so,
last
but
one.
I'm
yeah.
not looking forward to
I can
Game of
watch it.
Thrones.
Ooh, I can watch it.
Because it's gonna end, or because you don't think it's gonna be.
I
It's
want-
gonna be an
You said
anticlimax.
Game of Thrones and what?
Power.
I want the
okay.
book to come out before the next show comes out, so I can read the book. Because whatever's gonna happen in the story on the TV is not gonna compare to the book. And this old man wants to die. I don't know what's wrong with him.
The old man, the writer.
He's
innit?
after
It doesn't
also.
matter. Still older, the older writer.
This man is worrying about the writer like a spoiler, you know.
No, I thought you meant something in the program. I haven't seen the program, so I don't know.
The writer wants to
The
die.
writer, man, he's just there taking his time. He's an old man.
I have, after the controversy, watched all of Game of Thrones.
Have you?
I thought they're gonna take this off Netflix. I watched it straight away.
Game of Thrones. No, you
Hold
mean
on.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Sorry, House of Cards.
you watched
What did I
House
say?
of
Game of
Cards?
Thrones.
Yeah.
Sorry, I watched the whole. What was it 5 seasons?
Yeah.
I watched the
Oh,
whole
I'm on
5
season
seasons.
4
What do you
still.
think? What do you think?
The
So I'm in
next,
front of you.
Yeah, you
the,
are.
ne- the next, the next season, they're gonna apparently do it without Frank. I don't know how the hell they're doing that.
They can.
They can.
Yes. Have you seen season 5?
So hold
I
on,
see
hold
season
on.
5.
But then of course they can.
So hold
But
on.
you haven't seen season 5.
Hold on. So are you
I
telling
can't
me?
tell you.
So are you telling me how long did it take for you to finish the thing?
3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
And when did you start watching it?
3 weeks ago.
Right after they spoke. No, I've finished watching it for about 2 weeks now.
So
right,
on a
right
scale-
after the controversy about Thingy, I went click.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of Frank Underwood, the character?
Yeah.
He's a gangster, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's just a gangster, bruv.
The guy that's still my guy.
But
is
we
Cook.
can talk about season 1, yeah. So let's talk about.
I'm not allowed the spoilers.
We're
Okay,
gonna go
okay.
into. Well, I'm not gonna. We're gonna go another 15 minutes talk about another program
Yeah,
again.
No. Let's allow it to move on.
But you liked it, yeah?
But season 4 is the worst season though. For me.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a downer, man.
Again, they just. I think sometimes they didn't know what they were doing. But can we just say big up my boy Remy? Your boy Remy.
Yeah,
Not
he's
because he
a
did
bad man.
anything special.
I
Because
like
he's just
him.
your boy Remy.
Yeah, man.
Your boy Remy.
He's your boy Remy, innit?
I like him. Top dog, man.
I will say,
And he will always be Remy. I don't care what program film he's
He's
in.
always
when he was
Remy,
in
bruv.
when he was in the what's it called, Luke Cage, you were Remy. When he was in the game film, what's the night shift
Yeah,
or whatever it's
Remy.
called? What is it called?
Moonlight.
Moonlight. That's it.
Man
Night shift.
said night shift.
On the
He
night
said
shift.
the game movie Night Shift. Fucking hell. Oh, come on.
he was your boy Remy.
He was in that other program where they tried to kill you, innit? The Mockingbird thing.
Yeah, he was there. And again,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was your boy Remy
He
in
was
that
my
too.
boy Remy, man. I was like, yeah.
so he's always the cool dude.
He's your boy Remy.
He's just a cool
Queen
dude.
of the
Is he
South.
gonna like a Samuel
Is he
L.
that
Jackson?
I'm watching Queen of the South as well, man.
I don't know. That's the one where she's a Mexican gangster or something.
Aye. They started to do juju.
Oi.
They started to do juju.
Ozark. That's what I'm waiting.
That's another good
I want
film.
season 2 of Ozark.
Ozark is good too.
Yeah, I like that.
So what are we going on to now? Are we going to talk about just talking
I
about
wanna
blacking
talk
up?
Antoine Griezmann.
Yeah, can we talk about Griezmann?
Flipping hell.
Go on.
What is wrong with celebrities that
Okay.
they do not understand?
I don't get it.
I get it. You know why I get it?
Okay,
You know what?
let's
The country's in.
explain.
Let's tell the story first.
Okay,
So we
explain.
have Antoine Griezmann, who is one of the best footballers in the world. Plays for.
Yes.
He's definitely in the top 10, 15. So that's probably one of the best in the world. Best group. He plays for a team called Atletico Madrid in Spain. He's French, and
That's it.
he
That is it.
That
he
is
is,
it.
that is-
yeah.
that is the
Hold on. So his celebration is known for the hotline bling. So he's very ingrained, from what I understand, from his tweets and
He's
his
got another black
Instagram.
friend. So you don't
He's
even say
got-
Mr. Wolf.
I'm just saying
He's
that he's
got
very
another Negro
ingrained
friends.
to. No, but this is what
Like I
he's.
said, it's his best friend.
This is what he's gonna say.
Clap for him if he goes to the Nigerian
This is
restaurant.
what he's gonna say. Listen, I'm not.
Lacazette is his best
I'm
friend.
not trying to justify a thing. I'm just saying that he's
Him and Pogba
ingrained.
have gone to the mosque together. God.
He's ingrained into the black culture, innit? He loves the black music. He loves the people. I'm assuming. And
Yeah, good for you.
what he done was there was a celebrity fancy dress party,
Yeah, it's Christmas time. He's going to his Christmas party.
and he went as a Harlem Globetrotter, which is fine. But he didn't just go as a Harlem Globetrotter. Wahala.
He blacked up. And he didn't just black up his face.
Oh no.
He blacked up the
Whole
whole body.
body. And I just don't understand why people think that this is the right thing to do. Now, before we talk about him, darts as well. Darts is fun, joyful for these people that like darts, innit? I actually like darts. I would never go and watch darts.
I'm actually less upset about that. In fact, I'm not upset about either one, but that one I actually get.
I don't get it. But anyway,
It's,
for me,
it's a joke on the. Go on, say
yeah,
it.
the
It's about the
Labour,
maths.
the Labour MP, Diane Abbott, is what somebody tried to impersonate in the darts arena. It was one of the punters in it, and he blacked himself up as well and had a red top on with a badge on.
That's not even a thing, really, because you know them lot will be blacking themselves up.
Nah,
it's
man,
the
for
fact
me,
that
that's
it's the
the
fact
thing,
that the bookies themselves took the picture and
The
used
bookies-
had the picture as their advertisement.
Yeah, because of the joke. If you don't see it as racist, if you just look past
But
the.
we've got to the point now where we know blacking up
no,
is not
no,
allowed.
no. There are people that don't know. They don't get it. It's not an issue for them.
In the media.
Yes, there are people. There's somebody. The person that deals with that Twitter account might be somebody that lives in Yorkshire, doesn't experience, has no issues.
Roy Chubby Brown and them, man.
Has no issues with black people at all. You know, just your standard everyday chip and pie and mash dude.
I don't think that is the issue though, Stavros.
Well, if I could finish, maybe you might know the issue.
Go on.
All right. And he just took the picture that was a comedic picture. So the woman the dude that's dressed up as, what's her name again?
Diane Abbott.
Diane Abbott is holding up a sign saying 190, which is a play on 180, which is the most you can get in darts in a single round. And Diane Abbott doing the mistake recently
with the numbers,
when she was talking about the numbers of police or whatever that's going to be, and she couldn't get it or whatever it was. Why didn't
you dress up as Nigel Farage? That was giving us false numbers regarding the NHS.
You can always say, why didn't they do something else? But can I finish? The joke was there. As much as it was insensitive and it was racist, the joke was, I don't care what anyone says, the joke was actually funny. If it was a black person that did it and had it up, they just put the clothes on and put a sign saying thing, the joke would still be funny. So they saw the joke.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, but the joke is not the main issue.
But for you, it's not the main issue, but somebody could have seen that and just saw the joke.
Yeah, but the point is,
why do you have to black up to do the joke?
That's the thing. It's the whole blacking up of faces.
You people are like jumping over what I'm saying.
We don't care about what you're saying.
That's always the thing.
It makes no difference.
But this is the point. Then this is where I have the issue. Yeah, because last week we had the thing where you said that it was all right for. What was it? There was a racial thing that it was all right for the black person.
It wasn't racial. That's the point.
What was it? I can't even remember.
He said that they have not using. There's no more fat Jews or whatever.
Yes. Okay. You said it was all right for this man to say something about the fat Jews are not in control anymore. And then the week before you said that it wasn't all right, or 2 weeks before it wasn't all right for the white dude to say this about black women, mixed race girls, and them being the worst or this and that. Yeah, and then now you're saying it's not all right for somebody to black up, or it's not all right for even somebody to see the joke beyond the blacking up part. No. What I'm saying is you pick and choose when it's not all right to do so. No. You can't say nothing about no other culture, which I don't actually co-sign.
Stop.
Listen, here we go.
The joke is fine. If you want to play the joke, the 190 Diane Abbott, that's fine. But it's the blacking up of the face. I said that. Yeah, but you keep on giving reference to the joke. No one cares about the joke.
The point I'm making is that.
Is it racial in this society?
Wahala said some people, everybody should know about the blacking up thing. And I'm saying there are legitimately people that don't know.
That's fine.
It's just that simple.
That's fine.
You are just naive if you think everybody lives in your world or your bubble.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking. The person that blacked up is not the person I'm confused.
No, I'm talking about the people.
The person what gone wicked as the advertisement for the Twitter thing.
Yeah, but
I think they probably knew. They just didn't think. Griezmann, again, I think Griezmann one is just nonsense. That one should know better by now. But he lives in Spain, where they don't give a shit about blacks.
And he's French, where they don't give a damn about blacks.
Yeah, so in those ways, he might have just said, you know what, I'm just blacking up. I didn't think anything of it. He said, what did he say? What did you write? You said the tweet anyway. He said, I'm just paying homage to the Halon Go.
But you calm down, fam.
But let me tell you something about it, yeah? Let me tell you something about this. The Harlem Globetrotters uniform is a very, very significant uniform. If you wear that uniform, you know it's the Harlem Globetrotters. Because it's not another NBA uniform. You know what it is. You have no reason to black up.
And put a fake afro on.
And he blacked up with tar. He went to the blackest lady. He would give a shade. He even used Fenty Beauty or nothing. He went to the blackest shade he could find. and left his eyes and fingers.
My thing is, Wahala, is that in today's society that we live in the age that we live in, we know that when you do something like that, it's going to be deemed offensive. I'm not buying the idea that there's someone in Yorkshire that's going to black themselves up and not think that someone out there is going to find that offensive. I'm not buying that. I think it's foolish and ignorance that you're going with there.
Is it as offensive if a white person
or you mean a face, black person paints their face white?
Yeah, when they're impersonating a white character.
I think yes. Because if...
It's just as offensive.
I think there are going to be white people that will find it offensive.
No, do you think it's just as offensive?
I can't really there's no connotations in the background because of it. Because blackface, there's connotations behind it.
You must understand the history of it. Yes. You understand it because as a black person, you grew up and you understand those connotations.
Yeah, but I'm not asking whether they should. I'm not saying that they should understand it. I'm saying that they should understand the fact that people will find it offensive.
Let me ask you this question.
Let me say this first, please. Stavros is saying this. Yeah, you can record it and put it out there. Yeah, I'm putting myself in it. the act in and of itself of just painting yourself a different color is not in and of itself racist. If you're there trying to impersonate, if I'm trying to impersonate, who's that fat dude that you said I'm like in that program that was a string vest? If I'm trying to impersonate Oslo or Rapsy Nesbitt, and I put on a vest and I paint myself looking like a white person and I wear the rest of the clothes and that's how I go to fancy dress, in and of itself it is not racist. And reverse way, in and of itself it is not racist either. The connotations behind it and the history behind blackface is what makes it racist, because they were taking the piss out of you for one, and then two, they needed a black person for a job. They wouldn't even hire the black person. They take the white person and paint him black.
Yeah, I agree with you completely.
So for those two reasons, that is the racism and that is the history of blackface. There are certain people, in fact not certain, most people that are not black don't know or care about all of that. They don't know about all that.
Most.
So yes.
I don't know about
I think a lot of them don't know about the connotations behind it.
They don't know.
But they do know that they shouldn't do it.
But if you look, I just said, in and of itself, it's not racist.
But they whether or not in and of itself it's not racist.
So
Hold on, let me finish. Because I've heard you for a long time. Even though it's in and of itself that it's not racist, they know that they should not do it because it offends others. Same way that when you came to me and told me last week about this, what's his face, the Reggie Yates, you said to me, when people talk about the Jews, people will take offense of it and they know and they shouldn't do it. And in my head, I said, all right, fine, because I know that as soon as you mentioned the word Jew.
For me, I said,
hold on, let me finish.
Well, I don't recall saying that.
No, you're saying you were saying that the fact that you're saying the thing Jew, you know that people take Jews offensive. I'm not saying that you think that it's offensive that he did it or whatever you're saying, but you know that Jewish people will take offense by the way that they're using that word Jew. It's an offensive term for Jewish people when they say it, right? We had a discussion about it, and yes, I understand that Jewish people can take offense or something the same way that black people can take offense to the man saying black. Okay, if you're not saying that, fine, whatever. Right?
But in the context you use it, not just the fact you say
whatever the context.
That it's bad for Jew people to do
whatever the context, whatever.
Right.
You were saying that you could understand why somebody.
Yeah, I could understand why they get upset.
Right. So in this case, they should have understood that blackface, and as far as I'm concerned, the way that it's been going on already, there's been nothing in the media recently about this blackface that is now bad, that people want to take it wrong. But there is one thing that I wanted to talk about regarding this, where people don't seem to find it so offensive. Remember Bo Selector?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he used to play
Craig David
and Mel B?
Yeah.
Now, me and my missus was talking about that, and I was saying, why didn't people find it offensive when he did it? But if you notice, he didn't really actually do blackface. Like Mel B's mixed race, she's even quite a dark-skinned mixed race as well.
Yeah.
But his face when he's Mel B was kind of white still. But it was just a little bit dirty because, you know, he made her look like she was a dirty person.
But did he have a mask?
Yeah, he wore a mask.
So that's different.
Yeah. And then again, Craig David.
He put a mask on.
Craig David, he wore a mask and it was a little bit. What's the difference?
You're putting on a mask.
Before
you're putting
we
on
go
a mask,
on,
innit?
Simple Simon.
Yeah, man.
Fire for them blood clot.
Blood clot.
Come on, man. Seriously, that's all I got for them. Fire for all of them, bro.
So this is what Simple Simon is saying, is that there is no excuse, bro.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse, man.
Right, okay.
You can't do that, man. It's for me, it's out of order and it's very naive.
Let me put it to you like this.
I guess it's because I don't care.
It's not even so much naive, yeah. You look at the political climate that we're in.
Yes.
You can't tell me after the introduction that Mr. Wolf has just given Antoine Griezmann about being ingrained in culture and all that business. You can't tell me that he couldn't have spoken to one of his colleagues or one of his black friends and found out whether or not this is going to be an issue.
Listen, you can't use them man there because them man there might have said it was cool.
Probably.
The same way Logan Summers man was saying it was cool to cuss off the black girls.
Aye.
But let me tell you now, I guarantee you right now, he wouldn't have wore a dress or whatever and called himself a trans woman or somebody that's a trans or somebody and like that. And
he would have thought better
I guarantee you wouldn't have done that
He
shit.
would have thought better of that. He wouldn't have been Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, or something like that. I guarantee you that shit would never have happened in this motherfucker. So as I said, he knows that.
He said, calm down, guys. I'm a fan of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Fire for your bomber clot.
And the good times.
Lightning for your bomb blower.
And he said it's a tribute with two
tribute your
fingers up.
Pussy
Peace.
blood club.
Peace. You know what?
That's why you shouldn't let people hold their own Twitter accounts.
Just very recently, whilst I was doing the research on this Reggie Yates thing, I found out that, I didn't know, Reggie Yates was the voice of Rastamas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to Rastamas.
I like him less now.
I went to Rastamas and I looked at the cartoon and I was like, I remember now that, because I know that Simple Simon had a big problem with Rastamouth and we discuss it.
Rastamouth.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And we discuss it in season 1 if you want to go back and listen to season 1. And after actually watching the little clip, because I was trying to listen to his voice, I'm like, it doesn't sound anything like him. But maybe I was even mistaken. It doesn't even matter anymore. I realised that this is a disrespect.
Trust me.
A disrespect. When I was like, oh my look, and even the comments was a bunch of dishes. Like it's all a bunch of joke disrespects based upon the disrespect that the animation is itself. Go back on YouTube some Rastamas and you listen to it. Watch what I'm saying. It's peak.
When I was telling him at the time, he was going on like I was.
Yeah, because I didn't watch it again. I just thought, what? It's everything is me this, me that, me this, hallelujah. They took all the stereotypes you can from that country and dumped it into this cartoon.
I've got a question for Stavros. Yeah,
African food.
I've got a question for Stavros, and this has actually come from the barbershop group. Yeah, if you was at a party, at a fancy dress party, and you saw one of your white brethren dressed like that.
My white brethren.
One of your. Well, let's say that you didn't know them.
Okay, anyway, continue.
And they were dressed like Antoine, Griezmann. How would you feel?
I tell you what you did. It was my brethren.
No.
What
not
are you?
You, Stavros.
It wouldn't,
because I know how you would feel. How would you feel, bruv?
It wouldn't bother me. I'll talk to them about it because they need to know. But I don't care. I've realized I'm the wrong person to do a podcast because I don't care about enough to even talk about stuff. I'll talk about it because it's like I have to talk about it. But I don't care about you or your life. I don't care about what you think of what you feel and whether you think it looks good or not. I'll tell you about things because my brother cares and the connotations of it is wrong. And my ancestors, whether in this country or otherwise, have a deep-seated problem with what you're doing. But Stavros doesn't care. If I was standing with you and you said, "Can I do this?" and we're going out, I'll tell you no, and I'll cuss you for being stupid. And then I'll teach you.
Really?
No, I understand what's going on. Yeah, the same way I don't care about enough other stuff that we talk about. Let me not say don't care. The same way I can look at things from the outside in. Yeah, when things affect me personally, then I can get very emotional, as you've heard before. But there are many other things that I can look at with an objective mind. And this is one of those things I can look at with an objective mind. If I believe everyone's racist, that's my actual view. I think everyone's racist. But if I don't think you're doing it because you're being racist, you're doing it out of ignorance or stupidity, then that's how I look at it. It's ignorance and stupidity. It's not a reason for me to switch at you and to cuss you.
No,
But I don't have to be upset because you're ignorant. If you don't understand something, let me teach you. That's my job to teach you. Yeah, that if I'm your bedroom, yeah, that's right. If I'm your bedroom and you don't understand something, same way that a lot of these men out here, women are telling men nowadays, you don't understand what it's like to be a woman, and you don't understand. Don't catcall me. Don't talk to me like this. Don't say. Let me finish.
So some bullshit about that earlier today.
But now you could tell me this, and I can. It's my choice now to understand and say I didn't get it before because I wasn't a woman. I did not understand it. Now you've told me, and now everybody else is saying it. Maybe I get it. So as a white man that just lives a blanketed life and doesn't care about the history about blackness and it doesn't care. It doesn't make
the fact that he doesn't care is a problem already.
No, why should he care? Why should a white man care about black history? I'm not
black history, but he
doesn't have to care. He doesn't have to care. No, I'm not having that. I don't have to care about Jewish history or whatever.
Can you talk a little bit on
yes, you do. Reggie 8 does not find out just now.
I don't have.
Apparently, Reggie. I was listen, big up on Low podcast. So them, I was the reason why I heard about this. Apparently, in his book, the first person that he bigged up in the book was a Jewish woman. I praised her for helping him, blah, blah, blah. But now he's calling one person a fat Jew. Suddenly, can I just say, do you actually see any Jewish people complain about this thing?
Well, I saw one article that said that he was flagging up about this weeks ago, and he doesn't.
But was he a Jew?
He was a Jew person.
These people don't complain, bruv. They just action.
Which is how I would prefer it, to be honest with you.
And you'll find out that he probably hasn't got a job in doing this presenting job. And then
he'll be there, man.
Next minute, you don't see him again.
Mr. Wolf said it exactly right earlier on, very early on in this podcast. We're going to wrap up very soon, where he said, "People need blood. Go out there and do it. Don't talk about it. Do it."
There's one last thing though, quickly.
That's what. Yeah. Talk about.
Because we had a question, innit? We had a question from Mr. International Swagger about basically the question he asked us, man, to discuss was about pillow talk. And discussing gossip with your wife on the pillow talk. Apparently, he's saying that saying that him and his wife have discussion about pillow talk, and he's not really interested, but she wants to talk to him about things like, things that are basically gossip type things, yeah. And he's not interested in it, and he's asking the man what we think about pillow.
Can I go first, please?
They want to talk gist.
Can I go first? All right. Stavros is married to Madcat. You've heard her on a couple of episodes. Big up yourself, Madcat. Love you loads. My wife loves a gossip. Yeah, she married a man that just now openly said, "I don't care enough to gossip, so
That's a bullshit lie.
Let me finish. Yeah. Well, okay, we'll see. This is Wahala that just said that. Yeah. So this is how we'll fresh it out. During the first few years of our relationship, my wife met my brother and I at the same time. Yeah. She knows both of us through the same avenue, which was the ESN podcast group. All right, the Facebook group back in the day. Now, when she met us, you know, she had both of our numbers. She got to know me. Obviously, I'm better than him. So we continued and doing our thing. And when she wanted
both of our numbers, yeah, I have my number. I didn't give her my number.
She's got your number now, innit?
No, yeah, but you talk about like
no,
they say.
I don't know what. Anyways, after we were courting, and my wife realized, I'll make it short. After we were courting, and my wife realized, I don't want to gossip about this and that. This basically it would be about other people that we both know. Yeah. What happened? She would call Wahala. And her and my brother, my wife and my brother would talk to gossip because she knew.
We don't talk. We never called me to talk gossip.
Whatever it was that you two did, you did it because I was not.
Exactly, you know, if that was any of us, man, the look that he would give us.
Exactly. I don't know why he's not doing it on the table over there. But anyway,
banging the table all through the podcast.
My wife hollers at my brother to gossip, and when my brother wants to gossip, he hollers at my sister as well because everybody knows I'm not on the gossip.
It's just I don't gossip with my
because we have 12 sisters.
Oh, okay. But you're still chatting bullshit, and let me tell you why you're chatting bullshit.
Oh.
If any man in here mentions anything about banking now, the first one who wants to know what's going down in the DMs, yeah, Stavros boss. Do I tell a lie?
That's not gossip.
What do you mean? Don't let the man them say, I met one chick yesterday. Who, where, what, which one?
I'm talking about. I am talking about.
What did she eat? What did she eat? What did she want?
Hold on. I'm just taking an interest in my boy's life.
Yeah. Bruv, you are. When you're ready, you are the dirtiest gossip there is. You like filth though. You don't like normal. You don't like normal everyday wholesomeness. Listen, you don't like normal gossip.
I'm living vicariously through the single peoples. Now, when I'm talking about gossip, I'm talking more about not necessarily. I'm not interested in celebrity gossip, and I'm not interested in knowing about people that I actually know. Like, so if you mans want to talk to me, only when it comes to you mans. Yeah, if you mans is saying, well, such and such, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be interested. But when it's somebody that's not in my inner circle, yeah, and they want to talk about somebody else that I know, I don't do it. And everybody that's listening that knows Stavros that's not part of my inner circle, I'm not on that. No, I don't.
Gossip, bruv. Celebrity gossip, you do.
Nah. I don't know. I don't think he's a big.
He talks with some of that hip hop nonsense that even in earlier podcasts, you man talking bullshit about this hip hop artist and that hip hop.
Do you know I actually have to scour the news to talk about stuff?
Hip hop beef is more actually about the music, innit?
Yeah, man. Hip hop
is me that mostly knows about all that type of stuff. But I think I'll give Stav this. He doesn't really care about what's going on with other people around him. He is more like the man them and what's going on with the man them.
When somebody...
And if the man them don't tell you something, he actually gets upset though. That's the thing that makes me love you. What do you tell me? Like, you get offended about it.
If my boys...
Yeah, he'll clutch his breast.
My boys, the fest, Slagfest. Slagfest, I want to know what's going on.
Man said he'll clutch his breast.
I'm not lying about that. But when it's people outside the fest... and they're talking about people that I know, I'm not on that flex. And I hope you all know that because there's enough times people have come to me and told me this, and it's not that the people don't talk to me. And I told them, they were going to say this. I told them I didn't even want to know. I don't want to know. I don't gossip about people I don't know.
He's good like that. Go on, Simple. You was about to drop something there.
Not having that.
Was that? Yeah, you was looking to talk. Maybe your mouth was just moving for no reason.
My mouth was moving for no reason, bro.
I'll tell you right now, boy. I'm a gossip, boy. I'll tell you right now.
Yes, you are.
Goddamn 47.
Yeah, so we're talking about the pillow talk.
If my missus is pillow talking to me about something, I'm involved in what's going on. What happened there?
So you be talking about colleagues and friends of friends and how the wife has cheated on the husband after 3 times. And
you got too far.
If my wife wants to talk to me about her colleague, cool. Her friend, cool.
Yeah.
If it's
about my people, then
if my wife is talking about some person that she's not that cool with and about their business, then it's like they're removed from us. It's got nothing to do with us. I don't care.
It all depends on what it is.
So then she hollers at Wahala.
It all depends on what it is, yeah? There's certain times where it's just grease, man. You just have to just know what's going down. And this another thing, though. You do have a problem because when you don't know and other people are talking about it, you'll be like, how do I know? And you're like, we're trying to tell you.
That happens all the time.
But then you weren't paying attention. So then that's why you didn't know. So there's time when grease needs to be spread. Like, you need to spread grease around. And I need to hear the grease, innit? Just so I know who I'm dealing with. That's so I know who I'm sitting next to. That's how I know who I'm shaking their hand of. Because some man you don't want to shake their hand because you don't know where they've been. Some women you don't want to kiss on the cheek because you don't know who's been splattering on that cheek.
Oh
That's what
my
I'm saying,
God,
nah,
he's taking it to sermon, bro.
Insecure.
Do you know what? I actually want to play a clip. Yeah, I know I'm going a little bit left side.
Is it about this thing?
Nothing about it.
Then let us talk about what we're talking about and then come back to it after.
No, you finished. You sounded like you're finished.
No,
No, somebody asked
and
this
you
question
actually-
for us to
yeah,
answer this
exactly.
question.
This was actually a question sent in.
Okay, go on, bro.
You can go on as well.
Well,
You don't even know what we're talking
I've
about.
said my piece in it about the gossiping. What else you want me to say?
What did you say?
I don't recall what you said.
What did you say?
I started it off and then you attacked. I got attacked. And then Wahala said his piece.
And then I kind of contributed as well.
No, you said you wanna play an audio clip about sagas.
The age just kicked in. He's saying he said something he hadn't said.
Maybe you thought to say something and you didn't get a chance to say it.
Age has kicked in.
I'm giving you benefit of that. You thought to say it, you just think it didn't come out. It didn't come out. So just
Well, maybe
just
I
spit it again.
contributed into your
Yeah,
conversation.
the bit when I was getting digged at. Yeah, you jumped.
You
in.
said that you do like celebrity gossip. That's what you said.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Nah, I'm not into the whole gossip, bro. That's
You
why
don't like a bit of talk?
Do you know what? When
That's
you
a lie as
guys
well.
do kind of talk about maybe the hip hop stuff, like the beefing and this and that, I don't really contribute because I just don't care about.
We're
all
talking
of that
about
stuff.
pillow talk with your
And
missus.
yes, and I know when it comes to all of that stuff, I'm not really interested.
This is
either.
the man that will send you a WhatsApp message about cows and shit like that. That's gossiping his own.
Cows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All their WhatsApp videos are gossiping their own way.
That's information. That's information.
Informational
Cows.
gossip. Everything is gossip is what? It's a form of what?
If we're going strict
No,
into it, it's different, man.
Wahala,
What is gossip if it's not a form of
come on.
I
information?
think what
Everything-
cows
everything-
with the milk stuff.
Gossip is a form of information.
No.
Everything is a form
Gossip-
of information.
gossip-
Sign language is a form of information,
Gossip,
but that doesn't
you
mean
are
it's gossip.
gossip is when
They
you're
got the man
talking
that did
about
the
someone
Mandela.
else's private life, probably when really you have no business talking about it.
Yeah, at times, but it's still what?
For you, it's entertaining,
No, it's information. That's what, in the end, it's information.
and it may not be.
Speaking about
and the thing is that it doesn't come from the horse's mouth, innit? And that's why it's maybe not the correct information.
Of course, that's
speaking
simple, Simon.
speaking about sign language, did you see that woman that did the same thing as the
So you're changing the subject too.
Because I
Because
don't
he
care
don't
about
care.
I don't care about
I
gossip.
don't care,
man.
bro.
I ain't got time to.
all these man will
Just-
gossip. All of them have gossip with each one of them once a lot.
Wahala is the worst gossip on this table.
can
Tell you,
Hands-
Simple Simon,
hands
Gossiping in
don't
my
care.
circle.
I don't
he's
care.
probably the one that don't care more.
Listen, he cares about gossip. He might not care about gossip with his woman.
Simple cares.
You all care about gossip with your man them. I don't like the way that man's girl like said they don't gossip with the man them. They gossip with the man them. They might not gossip with
The
their
question
woman.
was about pillow talk.
Yeah, it's true. Well, we don't share the pillow. It's true. But
Everybody talks about something, innit? I mean, let's we all, if we know that that girl has got married with the guy that we know that was banging all them girls, or vice
what would you
versa.
do if that happened? What if you do if your missus goes to you? Oh, my friend Chantel's getting married to Kunle, and you know Kunle's been banging.
So
Banging.
Maybe
Do
so,
you
maybe.
do you even acknowledge that the fact that she's even said it?
Wait,
I'll be like,
no, wait.
"Ooh."
No.
but
What if the wife asked you if Kunle's a good guy?
Boy,
depends how-
boy.
banging it doesn't equate to being a good. I know some good people that bang the whole world.
It's true. It's true.
That's-
No,
I would-
but she's asking you in that sense. She's like, oh
I
yeah,
said that in an
my-
earlier podcast.
My friend
that
did.
some
My
guys are good and they
friend,
bang.
whatever is gonna marry Kunle. I know that you know Kunle.
I will answer my wife. I'll give her the truth, or I'll tell her I ain't giving you. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not lying to my wife. That's a standard. So if Kunle is not crew love, that I have to there keep his business private. Because if it's one of you, all right, let's say it's you, Simple, and she's saying,
damn.
"What about Simple and such and such?" I'm like, that's Simple's business. It's not your business, yeah. And it's like, do you know? Yeah, I know, but that's Simple's business. That's my boy. If it's XY from down road that I'm not
I
cool
didn't
with,
touch her. Yeah, I didn't touch her.
yeah. If it's XY from down road and he's a whore, I say he's a whore. But from what I see, he's a nice whore. Yeah, he's a nice whore. There's no reason for you to not. From what I know, there's no reason to not marry this person. If the woman in question might have an issue with the fact that they were a player for the last XY, then cool. But I don't necessarily see them necessarily as a cheat. Even they just were play. They had fun with their playing days, and that I don't see anything wrong with that. So that's not an issue at all. If it's a woman, now it's a different story. If it's one of you mans and the girl's been around.
Double standards.
Yes, around everything in life is a double standard. Don't message, tweet, or thingy. I'll cuss you down.
Okay,
yeah?
go on.
Go about your business. If you've been around the whole Hackney Marsh and every single football team, I'm out, and Simple's now bring him up again. Says, what about this chick? I'd be like, wait a minute, wait a goddamn minute.
Okay, so let's say that they banged. Let's say they banged the whole football team. Yeah.
As long as
hold on,
as long as
they
he
banged the
knows.
whole football team. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still a good person. Would you say the same thing?
Yes.
You said they're a good girl, but they banged the whole football team.
Yes. And the situation has happened in this actual room. Things have happened, and I've said that same thing. And if you think about it, you'll know.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you after. Mr. Wolf,
Gossip.
what do you want to do your thing? Because I've said exactly that. If the person's a nice person, but you know other people that.
Well,
know, that know
okay.
this
Would
nice
you?
person.
You said you wouldn't necessarily warn the woman of the man, though, didn't you?
Well, in this case I brought up my boy. In the other case it was my missus asking me on behalf of another woman. If the girl was my girl, so one of my best friends, Liz, big up Liz. If Liz was single, which she's not, and she asked me about somebody and they're not part of the crew, same thing. If they're part of the crew, then I'll be like, you're gonna have to ask them.
Then man,
Something like that, boy.
Then man, in my circle.
Exactly.
Or to be honest, actually, if my female bedroom came and somebody in my crew that I thought wasn't wholesome tried to make a move on her, and she came to me and she said, they're making a move. Is it cool for me to give my number? I would tell her no if I think no is the answer. And I'll tell my boy as well. I told her no. Blatant, I'll tell her no. Why? Because that's my girl. And I don't want you banging her the same way that you did everything.
What if the guy said,
Does that go against the code?
well, there you go.
If he said
Does it? What if he,
what was he saying?
when
Does it go
he
against
said,
the code?
does it go against the code?
No, because I'm telling him. That's my girl, man. Just because you're my boy, I can't back it for my girl too. Can shut up, man.
What's the code between man and girl?
No, because what he's saying that maybe you're cock blocking him, but hold on.
Then tough. That's
But
how you see it. That's how you see
we
it.
need to come to the conclusion at one point about the code between man and girl, because I don't know if that code exists really.
Was that as friends, you mean?
Yeah.
I look out for my people.
You look out for
So
So what's the code then?
I will tell her that the dude's a whore. Because let's say the girl is single and she's happy just to have fun, then I'll be like, cool. Because there's women I know.
Is saying that he's looking to settle down now.
It depends whether I believe the person or not.
Fair enough.
Listen, I know some men better than they know themselves, but and some like a lot of these men, like I don't know really bad guys. Nice guys, they might do bad things, but I don't really know bad guys.
You
Yeah? So when there's a good guy and they want to do the good thing, but you ain't built to do the good thing, not yet. Anyways, you're not at that stage in your life to do the
Sloth.
good thing. So
That's Sloth from the
and
Goonies.
play your thing, because we're wrapping up.
Plenty of time, man. Sure. There is though, isn't it?
You don't want an hour and a half podcast. Is it plenty of time?
Is it him that was on the podcast?
Yeah, it was him.
Is it coming through your hands free?
Uncle flopped it.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Yeah, did you see the woman that did she did sign language from press conference in America, but she did exactly the same thing as, remember the South African guy that did the press conference for.
I didn't care.
I think they're all legends with that shit. I think that's a hustle and a half, man.
That is
the hustle.
So she was doing it wrong.
she worked at sign language, and then
And they're both black as well. It's
yeah,
all blacks.
and this woman was a career criminal. Like she's been spinning over stuff from time.
Catch me if you can.
And yeah, basically she was on screen doing this, and like the deaf community was like, "What the fuck is she doing? She's not. None of her hand signals mean anything."
Have you ever seen the?
I love it. I want more of it.
Have you ever seen the
No, but it's just like black people don't care about deaf.
Have you ever seen about the subtitles? Have you ever seen the people do subtitles to their hip hop songs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the shit.
Yeah.
They get so animated.
Did you remember the one where Waka Flocka didn't realize that she was doing?
he thought she was dancing it.
Yeah.
Dickhead. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, this is relating a little bit to a topic that we spoke about earlier. Yeah.
Hello,
God damn.
it's me. I'm the side bitch waiting for you to piss your nigger off this evening, 'cause I'm lonely. Y'all bitches better tighten the fuck up. Hello. Do not piss your nigga off. It's motherfucking 22 degrees outside. Us single bitches is lonely. We cooking dinners and everything. Piss your nigga off. He's laying up with one of us. Hello. And we not talking back. We sucking dick. We cooking. And we letting him answer your phone call. It's me. Tighten up, bitches. Don't lose your nigga. 'Cause us single bitches is waiting. We get cold too, bitch.
Let me ask you a question.
She was so proud of herself.
Proud of being a side bitch.
Out of
boy.
everything that came in that conversation, what was the one thing that would have not swayed you, but that piqued your interest in what she said.
I know what Mr. Wolf is thinking. And we cooking.
Cooking the food
Hello.
and then
Simple.
allowing them to answer the phone to their woman.
We picked your interest out of everything that she said.
The
there.
bit where she went, ha ha.
That's what piqued your interest.
I don't know why. I thought that was hilarious.
Me, if she's that desperate, then she will let me do all the filth that nobody else does. Lets me do.
The only thing I heard for that whole thing is we don't talk back. I was like, is it?
What? I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Oh my days! Nah, man. Listen.
Yeah, but she is the definition of what my girl is
Insecure.
Insecure as far as I'm concerned.
But let me tell you something. Okay, we're going back to the side chicks now, yeah? And Simple did say they're part of the ecosystem, yeah? But they're disgusting human beings. This one is making a whole video to tell you how they're going to steal your man.
And she's proud of it.
Isn't
as
it?
well.
Proud.
Yeah, but she doesn't even think that
she
don't even think that she's stealing the man. She just knows that she's going to be with the man maybe a majority of the time.
It's
Right,
aiding and abetting.
She's not really stealing the man, is
That's
she?
what I'm saying.
Hello.
She's just getting her piece during the winter period.
See, I wish you guys were. Have you lot watched She's Got to Have It?
No.
Yeah, well, after
That's a Spike Lee thing, isn't it?
Yeah, have you watched the film?
I haven't seen the
I've
film.
seen it ages ago. I don't remember.
Do you mind discussing it?
I don't mind.
Do you mind discussing it?
You know, I'm not discussing anything I haven't seen.
Well, you've seen it. So you know
I've seen half
you know-
the series.
Yeah, you know
and
the
I haven't
premise
seen it.
behind it, yeah?
Yeah,
So the woman's got 3 mans, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
She got 3 side pieces, yeah?
Yeah, but they didn't know about it.
They all know about it.
Oh, yeah, well, she's winning.
Right, and this is what I don't understand because when I'm looking on Twitter, enough of the women like, woohoo, go, whatever her name is. I think Noya is her name. Go, Nola, blah, blah, blah. You got your 3 mans, blah, blah, blah.
Her name went from Noya to Nola.
It was Nola. I just slide it in there. innit? All right, so
I'm
go
glad
Nola.
it wasn't just me that heard that.
Go Nola, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, how many times has man said, yeah, we could have our side women and we'll tell them blah, blah, blah. And the women are still saying we're discussing human beings for letting them hang on.
That's double standards. Like I said,
It's
life
normal.
is about double standards.
normal.
So letting the man's hang on. So when we're saying to the women's like, we told the girl that we're banging other girls and she's still there, so we keep on banging her. They say it's emotional distress that we're doing for the women and blah blah blah.
Hold on. Well, you have told have told me that.
What?
I was dealing with a woman, and because I was treating her nice, you said you should have known that she's gonna fall for you. It's your own fault.
No, I didn't say that she should have fall for you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's true. That you know the woman's gonna fall for you.
I
At some
didn't know
point.
that. What do I know that for?
And as I said, I fully know that the woman will fall for you at some point. But then the women will be telling you that it's emotional this and emotional that. But why is it when it's the man the other way around? Because all these men are falling for this girl.
Because men don't have no emotions. You know that already.
It's not a problem. It's go on, girl, do what you're doing. Somebody said something on Facebook the other day. A big up man like Aqua, right? He said something that I had to say, yeah. And it was regarding this. He goes, "Why is it when women want to talk about equality, yeah, right? They always look for the worst." What's the matter with you?
All right, carry on. I'll tell you later.
They always look for the worst traits of men that they want to be able to be equal for.
Yeah.
But why? Why would you do that?
Because that's
not true, anyways.
It's not. You don't think so?
It's not
Okay,
true.
tell me the things.
No,
I'm asking you a question.
No,
tell me the things that when it comes to equality, apart from jobs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, it's not true.
Give me some other
It's
stuff.
not true. So that's the end of it. It's not true. It's a nonsense comment. And as my brother, I want you to sit there and think about it. After the
No,
podcast.
because when you read the
Okay,
things that you
fine.
see people, women talking
Alright,
about what they
okay,
want to do,
okay.
a lot of it is what we classify as the bad traits of men.
All right, homeboy.
I
Yes,
want
a
to
lot-
be able to
yes.
do a slut walk. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. Is that the good traits of men?
All right, homeboy.
Is that the good traits of men?
No.
So do you not see that a lot of the time people are saying that they should be able to do that?
There's 100 different things. If you want to pick 50 that are bad and 50 that are good, and you
Okay, give me 50 good
I'll
things.
just let me finish. And you want to pick all the 50 are bad and say, all these things bad? I say, yeah, they're all bad. What's your point? There's the 50 good things that if you sit there,
And
if you
give me the 50.
no, because it's a nonsense. It's a nonsense. So I'm not even
Alright.
going to justify.
I don't think it's as much of a nonsense as you think. You know,
Well, it's a nonsense. The comment was nonsense.
the
comment was a-
fighting
was a-
and the making of noise tends to come from a lot of the bad shit that men do. Women feel like they should be able to do and not have a problem with it.
on that nonsense comment. That was a nonsense comment. Let's end this podcast. Who's going first? Let me defend the women for once, man. That was a nonsense.
I don't think it's a nonsense.
It's a stupid business.
I think you would say it's stupid because you don't agree with the person that said the thing. But
What's that got to do with anything? The comment itself is all right, next week you come back and tell me it's true. You come back and tell me
I told you. I just said to you, I think it's true.
Okay.
And you come back next week and I'm still going to say I think it's true. I think there's a lot of things that men that do wrong.
Of course
and
there's
they're
a lot of things.
screaming. It's the noise. I'm not saying that it's necessarily every woman, but I'm saying the noise that comes from the camp of people that say they want to do a lot of equality stuff. Yes, it's the jobs and stuff play a part in it, but also some bullshit. I'm like, well, why would you want to be that part? Why would you want to be able to do the same thing that men are doing? Well, you know what the men are doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Has a woman ever held the door open for you?
Probably. I wouldn't have acknowledged it though.
A car door.
No, hell no.
Or open the door, I should say.
Yeah, a car door.
No.
Have you ever come round quickly
No,
just to open the door for you?
no.
Like your King Jiffy Jaffa?
No. Would you accept that?
Why not? I feel like a king.
You'd feel like a king.
A woman coming around to open the door for
Your
you
woman?
to get out.
I think your chest hair
King
would grow.
Do you want your daughter to do that for a dude she's
What do you
dating?
do that for?
I was wondering if a
Dunno.
labia is considered a door.
Labia, what? She opened another vagina for you?
Dunno.
Yes.
Enter.
To the
King
left.
Jiffy Jaffa had women opening the doors for him, you know?
Did they? Or did they not have the drivers?
Even if we did, they're subordinates.
Mm.
You want your
Yeah, but
you want
why are they subordinates? Because they open the door.
No, that's
That's what they actually
because-
jobs
yeah,
were.
yes, anyway, yes.
They washed
so
his penis.
why
What
are
was-
you
what was you gonna
a...
say? What was you gonna say?
They washed his
Do you want your
penis.
what to be a what?
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
Why are
Yeah,
you...
do you want the person you're dating to be your subordinate?
Yeah, but
Depends.
why are
We
they
can do subordinate
subordinate?
Wednesdays.
Because they're opening the door.
Subordinate Wednesdays. On Wednesday,
Why are
you'd be
they
my
subordinates? Because they're opening the door for you.
But it's not just opening the
No,
door.
but I'm saying if a man opens the door for you, is he considered a subordinate?
He said that. Remember the other day? He said that he's his woman's maid or whatever he said he was. So what did he say he was?
He said maid. I said I can't remember.
Servant
the words,
or
but
something like
I'm
that.
I'm here to serve my wife.
That's why the people saying the tramps look better than you on the streets.
I just
Why are you eating in KFC anyway? Fuck you know.
next year I'm gonna slow down.
I think we should introduce subordinate Wednesdays into our relationships.
Well, I don't know how that's gonna work for me, but
Baby, why are you behaving like
shut your
this?
damn mouth talking to me like that. I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Subordinate Wednesdays.
That's what happens anyway, really.
I'm sorry. No.
Ooh.
Don't even try and think me. Just because your woman can look you in the eye, now you're disrespecting me.
Just because your woman can look you in the eyes.
Oh, hashtag no high heels.
Oh, mate.
All right, are we done?
Kind of.
Anyone else got anything to
Nah,
say?
finish out, man.
Wahala.
No, I'm done.
All right, so let's say our goodbye on our church.
I think
notes.
next week we should talk on that little video that the guy on Facebook spoke about, those two rappers, the white guy and the black guy.
That's long, man. That's so old now.
I don't even know.
I don't even care about either. The one where the rapper was
I don't
saying
care
he's
about
racist.
Oh, I'm not racist. That video.
It's the response by the black guy on Facebook. Brilliant.
Oh, you talking about from
yeah,
what's his face? My son.
No. There was a dude. He was. There was some sort of
lecture or something.
yeah, and he stood up and he said his piece about it.
What did he say?
He said that you can't equate the two things. So for everyone, what's the artist for this song?
I can't remember. Jason Wright or something like that.
Is it English? Anyway, there's Jason.
I don't know his name, man.
Chingilang Wong. And he's got a song called "I Am Not a Racist," and in it's two verses, and in the first verse you have what is played out in the video as a white man, a Make America Great kind of dude, good old boy, and he talks about all the things that he doesn't like about N.E.R.D, yeah, and about why you deserve what you get, yeah, damn, you goddamn N.E.R.D. And then on the other side you have your street black, dude, and he talks about all the problems that the black people face and why what the Make America Great dude is thinking about is incorrect. Right?
And then kiss and make up at the end.
Yeah, and then in the end they hug.
Yeah,
And what this person was saying that you cannot equate the two. One is being attacked, basically. The other one is being defensive. One is talking about all the problems. It's basically it's a nonsense equation to make. You can't make a song like that. Also, you know
he
the
said
fact
something along the lines that if I say that I'm not a rapist or I'm not anti-Semitic, then it wouldn't be looked in the same way.
yeah, you can't. It's like
Yeah, but as people actually believing the man's not racist.
Nah, but they're just saying that the whole thing was a nonsense.
me personally, I think it's a bigger. Then people are making a bigger deal out of it.
I think it's a good
well,
concept.
It,
And the song itself is actually quite good.
yeah,
It's the video that's nonsense to me.
I get, yeah, the hugging thing at the end is a nonsense, but I get the man's point. Definitely, he was very well spoken. He was very articulate. So I can't even give it any justice. So maybe we should do it next week where you can actually play what he said, because I'm not giving it any justice. He had very good and valid points, none of which I could argue. And it was all basically that, like he said, if you want to expect an anti-Semitic man to sit there with, a Semite to sit there with an anti-Semitic dude and listen to all the reasons why
It happens,
I'm
though.
going to cuss you about all your things that I don't like, and then stand up and say, no, you're wrong. We are like this, and we're oppressed, and the reason that we do this is this and that. And
It
it's, like,
happens.
it's like a nonsense, and then you hug at the end. So what did the white man do?
I'm sure the
Nothing.
I'm sure rabbis do this all the time. They're always talking about the rabbis listening to the people.
It's
talking
interesting that you've gone straight to rabbis when he said Semitic.
He said Jews.
No, he didn't. He said Semitic.
It said anti-Semitic, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they not Jews?
No.
So what are they?
Semites are a group of people that speak a set of languages.
But he was talking about what?
I was talking about Jewish.
So that's the end of that then.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But he said Semite.
Yeah, but he was talking about the Jews.
I'm just letting you know, though.
Yeah, but whether or not you said what he said, then I knew he was talking about the Jews.
My point is, they don't have carte blanche over this thing.
Okay,
Yeah? As much as they fooled people into believing it, a Semite is a group of languages. Yeah, Amharic is one of them. That's from Ethiopia. Arabic is one of them. It's one of the most spoken languages in the world outside of Chinese. What's it called?
There's no such language as Chinese.
Mandarin. Sorry. There's
the Chinese.
What's Sanskrit's in there. Hebrew's like the fourth language on that list. So when they say anti-Semitic and that, you know, you have to insult most of the Semites, and they're not most of the Semites.
Booyah for bringing in that knowledge. I made a mistake by saying that term then. Of course, by osmosis, because Mr. Wolf did it first. Must throw you under the bus. Hashtag throw you under the bus. So that is why I said it. So, but I made a mistake. So I'm sorry. Yeah, and thank you for teaching me that now. Maybe I'll go and do some research. Yes, each one teach one. Mm-hmm. And then we teach you, and you come back and you put thank you, ESN podcast at hashtag ESN pod, sending it to at ESN podcast, and then we can find it and say, yes, we bless you and we teach you. And yes, something and ting. So let me do the ESN socials first then, whilst these mans gather their thoughts. You can find us at ESN podcast on Twitter and on Instagram. Search for Eloquently Saying Nothing on Facebook and find us there. If you want to email any questions, any Christmas things or New Year's things, any New Year's resolutions, or what do they call these things again?
New Year's resolution.
Is it resolution?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything, email us at esnpodcast@gmail.com and we will read it out, talk about it, discuss it, do whatever and whatnot. So, holler at us and use the hashtag ESNpod so we will find you wherever you are. Wahala, what do you have to say to the people? Speak on it.
At Big Wahala on Twitter, at Big Wahala on Insta. Holla at me down there, you know, on my way out. This is that Blackfoot freestyle.
Simple Simon.
Yo, you people. Bobby Caldwell, the man that sings, what you won't do for love. You try everything. He's white.
Yeah.
And it seems like black social media didn't realize this because they saw a video recently. They were, oh my god, is he white? I didn't know he was white.
And there's another song what's the other song he did?
I thought he was a brother.
Sampled classic.
Yeah. There's two. Yeah, there's I know the one that you're talking about as well.
I don't remember.
Tupac is overrated.
But yeah, he's white. I just wanted to, bring.
And he's a liar.
I wanted to bring some merry Christmas to you. You can catch me at Simple Simon FB on Twitter, and that is the only place where IR will be. You heard,
Mr. Wolf.
IR. What song is that from? Again. Anyway, aka Mr. Wolf on Instagram, aka _Mr. Wolf on Twitter. A big shout out to Doyle's Barbershop. A big shout out to everybody out there. We love you, man.
Where is this barbershop that you keep speaking of?
Down South Fulton.
South Fulton. So if somebody wants to go there,
I'm Krypton Conan sides.
Down South Fulton. Yeah, it's right opposite the station, man. You will see people outside of the barbershop
lining up.
It's mostly packed, and a lot of the time,
Smoking
not so
tweed.
much for cutting hair. People in there watching games, and one thing that I will mention is that you get a lot of women coming into the barbershop, contrary to what some people think, and we welcome the women. Yeah, because unfortunately there are some waste men out there who don't take their son to the barbershop, and women come in and they come in and have a wry smile on their face listening to what man they talk about.
All right. Stavros Boss, catch me at Stavros Boss everywhere. Stavros Says this week is the weekly segment where I recommend something. And this week, what I'm recommended is a lot of people that listen to this podcast are in their 30s and 40s, maybe late 20s. And you have old parents that are looking for presents this Christmas. And there's something my wife and I got my parents and her parents actually last Christmas. And my parents actually asked for it again this year. And what it is a personalized calendar. And we did ours through Vistaprint. I think they got 50% off right now, which makes it about, depending on which size you're getting, between like £6 and £10. So it's a cheap gift. I don't know if that's cheap for you, but it's
Groupon, you can get it on as well.
Okay, and hold out Groupon. It is a wicked gift. You put all their loved ones on the pictures on the top half, and on the bottom you put all the important birthdays of their nieces and nephews and grandchildren and their uncle in Jamaica or Nigeria, whatever. And they appreciate that. Just having them pictures there. I know with my parents, it's got all their children.
And the dates as well.
The grandchildren. Yeah, it's Chris. So they told me, do that for us again. Wicked. Nice, simple. So I'm taking the calendar and I'm going to do them another one this year with new pictures and adding on all the birthdays for all the newborn children. Big up yourself, Sleazy. Congratulations. Yeah.
Big up yourself.
Yes. So
I need to find myself there, man.
It's true, you know.
I'm sure it's been 8 days yet.
What did you just say?
Has it been 8 days yet?
Oh. I don't even know if that was in English.
We're talking about naming ceremony, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It hasn't been yet.
No. But soon. So yeah, anyway, that's just an idea for a Christmas gift for another in your life. I'm assuming the people that are your peers, people of your age, do not want a calendar for Christmas, but your parents or your godparents or big uncles and aunts that you might buy something for, they would appreciate something like that. So there you go. That's it. Thank you very much for listening to episode 51 of Eloquently Saying Nothing. Next year will be the post-Christmas, pre-New Year's 1 year anniversary. Yeah.
You said next year.
Sorry, next week will be the post-Christmas, pre-New Year's 1 year anniversary of season 2 of Eloquently Saying Nothing. So please join us. Maybe we'll try and think of something special to do for you for that episode. We'll see if we can do the work. I don't know, because it might take some effort. But anyways, that is that. Thank you very much for listening. Peace.
If you ain't doing nothing, do it well.
If you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
I do it too.
Yeah. Remember,
Slag for Liz life.
I took your stuff.
Okay, because Slagfest is not just for Christmas. It's for life.
Anyway, big up yourself.
What do you think?
I'm
glad we didn't even talk about nothing. We just spoke about our own thing. There's nothing in the music. You should have played that thing a long time ago, man. That
you know, it wasn't until I was going. The reason why I was going through the images is to get that video of the guy that was talking.
Okay.
And then bumped into that. Bam. You know, there's a part in there where we were talking.